Alrighty, we are just about good to get going. Hope everyone is going well. Check my audio, it is working, we are good. How is everybody doing? What is up? Good to see y'all. Appreciate the help of the save file, Andromeda, very appreciated, man. And what's up, Nero, Soyuz, Green, how y'all doing? Message. Appreciate it, Dexter, glad you enjoyed, man. Alright, so we're in a bit of an interesting situation, all things considered. As you can see by all the red, there's a lot of it. There's a sea of it, really, if anything. We got into a war towards the end of last session, while also discovering we are next to two purifiers. So we're in a bit of a, it's the word. We may be a little fucked. I think that's the polite way to put this very simply. There was a situation where one of our neighbors, who in many ways we have been very friendly with, we traded with them pretty consistently across the board, but they are honor-bound warriors, very militaristic, and in recent memory they started a war with the Twackstar, who also was actually pretty hostile to us. We tried to mend relations with them since we first met. We never really succeeded. At first, for the UNE, that would have probably been seen as a good thing, right? You know, an enemy and a dangerous warrior civilization going to war in many ways, weakening each other. Unfortunately, that is not the way it actually played out. The Twackstar were completely obliterated by those who remember and had half their territory seized and the rest completely and totally vassalized, resulting in a very, very powerful state of those who remember the dark. After which, the honor-bound warriors, deciding that they had not have enough of violence, chose to start a war over the Arcitrex High Sovereignty, a nation that we also were hostile with for quite some time, but we began to support them in their war with the Marl Shoal. I don't even know how to describe them. Cthulhu-esque psionic worshippers of a dark god band and cast into the shroud. So they were at war with the Arcitrex, and we were feeding them alloys, resources, trying to provide them with the tools they needed to win or at least survive that war. But when they were declared upon by those who remember the dark, although they weren't explicitly an ally, we didn't have a defensive pact, they were in many ways. Besides the Gavaz Zol in the south, they are probably the nation that we are closest with in the galaxy right now. And given also the threat, if that war was to be won by both the Marl Shoal and those who remember the dark, it was Evelyn Celine de Bonaparte, the current president at the time, who decided to declare a war. Unfortunately, only around a month after the declaration, she died in office. We've been fighting this war now for, I think, 2 years, more or less. It's been a little while now. And although the beginning of the campaign went very well, they split their fleet, half going north towards the Arcitrex, who are struggling to hold, but are doing so to a degree. The other half, they concentrated on AX 760, a hard point that we were planning to try and take eventually with our fleets, which we pushed to the Battle system and the station there, which is quite strong. Those who remember the dark decided to take an engagement there and send all of their fleets into the station, which we controlled, with a station to back us up. And in the beginning, it looks like we could have won that battle. Our fleets were strong. We were in a good position, and overall it looked like that battle was going to go our way, despite the fact that those who remember the dark do have tech that is beyond our own. Unfortunately, the new president, what was his name? Ozzy Rox, a Yasnani president elected prior to this war, after elections were halted until Evelyn died, was in power. He was still a great military man, but he was charismatic and had a lot of people behind the war effort. In the middle of that battle, which, given this was going on in a whole solar system, lasted for months, he died in office. In the middle of the battle, resulting in our fleets, our command structure, and the UNE Navy going into complete chaos, and the battle going completely against us and becoming nothing short of a slaughter. We lost a lot of ships very quickly, before which our admiral did give the order to retreat. We have a bit of a fleet left. It's not all gone. We have ships left. Unfortunately, they are all lost due to the emergency FTL jump in that battle. and will not return to Sol Station for around a year or so. So we unfortunately are now in a war with a nation who is much stronger than us, who has defeated our fleet in battle. All of our fleet is missing at this point, besides a few battleships and cruisers on Sol Station. Our only hope is that they will take their time and go slowly and are not aware of our dire situation, or as a worst case scenario, that we can hold House Station, which is the only thing protecting us and the capital world of Earth on Sol from the armies of those who remember the dark. That is the situation. It is not a good one by any means. This is a war that perhaps we should not have started. It was started for good reasons, sound reasons, logical reasons, but certainly before we were ready for something like that. But what is the human race if not one who bites off more they can chew more often than they should, right? So anyway, that is the situation. Our current president is Antonia Mendez, a very interesting woman who is an absolute scientific genius. She was elected to office due to, I think, many people worried about yet another leader dying in office after Evelyn Celine did, and then Ozzy Rocks. With her, that won't be a problem. She, on one of the planets we recently were, what's it called, surveying, we found a time crystal in a vault, and our scientist touched it by accident. She can't die anymore. She's completely unaffected by the flow of time. So we have no worries about her dying in office unless we get a political assassination. So that is where we are at. We are in the middle of a war that we are not winning, that is looking very dire, and with the enemy fleets exactly 4 jumps from our capital. We will see if we survive this or not. I don't know what will happen in the peace treaty. I think they'll probably just take a lot of our systems, so we will have to see how this goes. I did get your message about Rumelia renaming Pink, but I did not do that this week. So I'll try to get that done next week, but you will need to remind me. You did a UNE assembly vote for a federation with the Gavazul, I presume. We can't form one because we're in the middle of a war, Dolphin. So we'll hold on to that till we're in a peaceful era, however that happens, and then I'll throw it up for a vote. Oh, just a reminder, there is a human in charge of the state of Gavazul due to our migration treaty, which is really cool. So, all right, this is where we're at. It's not a good situation by any means. We are attempting to upgrade House Station into a citadel that will take around 2.5 years. They don't have. Let me look at something really quickly, out of curiosity. Yeah, I think we have the time to build up House Station and make it a citadel. Think of it, follow the fish. We have the time, even if they send their fleet right now, unless their sublight drives are much better than ours, I don't think they get to House Station before that upgrade. And in the meantime, we need to start building up a secondary fleet as quickly as we possibly can. Let's also go ahead and split the fleet and send our only remaining task force. Is it bugged? Might be. To TA-106. We're gonna keep the war forum on Sol because we do not want to lose him. We're probably gonna get him to actually leave the system if they get closer, because we do not want that AI to be lost to us. All right, we're gonna start to build up the fleet if we can here. The problem is our economy is also not doing very well. I think we have sold so much of our rare earth materials that we had stockpiled too. We just don't have much. We're kind of just sitting on the alloys we're getting. We'll have the energy to sustain ourselves, but we can't undertake like a giant fleet building project, which is what we needed to do. We did that prior to this battle to build up for that very critical moment, which turned out to be, oh, so unfortunate. Not where we want to be. There's not much we can do. We kind of just have to wait for the fleets to get back. Then we'll return in 2 years. Jesus. So we're waiting. They're in deep space right now trying to get back. Again, I think we have the time to just keep building up TA-106 Hoth Station, wait for the fleets to get back, and hold that point for the next big battle. And we met another civilization, the Shadian Mandate. They are authoritarian, fanatic, xenophobic, fanatic militarists. Where are they at? Probably up north. I think we started to meet most of the species in the galaxy. There's a few more up at the top, I'm sure. There's the other Desperado, indeed. We can buy ships from the scrappers. I think we're on cooldown, but I will give that a check because we need any ship we can get right now, that's for sure. We can, you're right. Good call. That'd be really nice, but we can't afford that at the moment. All right, we did get some scavenged ships. That's a good call there. We're gonna send all of them to TA-106. We're getting closer to getting some operatives. We do currently have espionage building in those who remember the dark, but we haven't even been able to get any assets yet, so it's not the best situation there. That'll take longer than it really needs to be right now. Not much really left we can expand into either until we get the fleet to take out some of these dangerous mineral extraction groups, which have been a real burden to our expansion for quite some time now. All the resources need to go to the war. We don't have enough to give us an excess to get in a better situation. In many ways, we're just kind of we're running rough here. Oh, that is a player civilization right there. I think it's been very good, Truck O'Neill. It's been very good. How about you, man? That is a player civ. Let me get their lore up real quick. Good week. Guild Council, where are you? There you are. They're not very nice. That I remember from reading their lore. There you are. In the desert planet of the Serpent's Eye lived the race of the Gark. After numerous millennia of continuous fighting between each other for their greed for domination of their own, a select few have begun to concentrate a lot of power by accumulating immeasurable numbers of slaves. The last century have seen these slavers allying between themselves, and by doing so, they have created numerous slaver guilds and declared wars to those who were not organized. These wars resulted in the formation of a council representing the numerous slaver guilds. The last years have been seen small wars between the different guilds, but a kind of uneasy stalemate seems to emerge between the council members. Fearing the coming of a total war between all the different guilds, the current and new leader of the council, boss, oh boy, Asla Demark, have decided that the sole solution to quench the non-ending greed of the guilds is to go find a new source of slaves in the infinity of the still unexplored galaxy. Yeah, pretty short one, but they are Lizardman slavers, which I think there's a Star Wars influence there from a certain species. They call Trandoshans, I think, right? Space Trandoshans. It is. What's up, Svenska? Torres campaign is in its final stages here, where we're going through the end of Stellaris, wherever that may be. We get game over. This could not last very long, so we'll see. Yeah, Trandoshans. That's exactly what I was thinking. They were very interesting. I used to be so into Star Wars lore when I was a kid. Jesus Christ. Trandoshans are interesting. I think even wasn't the mercenary named Bosk too? He literally named the leader after Bosk. It's funny. Alrighty. We'll upgrade the science stations. I'm very conflicted because I think in this situation, there's no way our government would be utilizing resources for economic expansion, right? This is a total war situation. So all of our resources would be going into the war. So we'll do a little upgrade, just get our research speed up a little bit, and then we're gonna keep consolidating everything. Oh, she has a lot of fucking skill points. Jesus. Oh shit, did we get the Galactic community? We did. We did. Oh, the timing on this. As more and more spacefaring civilizations establish formal relations with one another, the galaxy is becoming a vibrant and lively place. To avoid tragic misunderstandings between nations, an increasing number of diplomats have called for the establishment of a new pan-galactic organization, a community, if you will, where the empires of the galaxy can meet to discuss important matters. Should the UNE pledge its support for the creation of the Galactic community? You know what? This isn't our call, is it? This is for the Parliament. So, first poll of the day. I think we all know where this will go, but, you know, democracy in action and all that, even though we're in the middle of a war. I'll be a little, actually, I'll do a flash poll because I got to click the button. 1 minute poll. Everyone watching, you're all members of the UNE Assembly once more. All the species of the galaxy are about to create a diplomatic forum. I think it makes sense for us to join it, given our current war as well as our general outlook, but who knows? Maybe the Hessian Luddites have more control in the Parliament than we thought. It's always possible. Yeah, we're almost 100 years in Stellaris now. We're deep. We are very deep. What will be our power in the GC? How do you mean, Andromeda? Oh, you mean our power ranking? That's a good question, actually. 5,491. At this point of the game, I don't think that's actually very good, but we will see shortly. What's up, Leonard? We interrupt this cataclysmic war in order to do some basic diplomacy. Yes, alrighty. It is a worthy endeavor. Oh, I think we have to unpause, don't we? And for the Grelric. There they are. There they are. Premier General Koizu sends his regards from the ruling council of the Galactic Galric Confederacy. We hope for a productive relationship with your impressive nation, and our military has been instructed to treat all members of your species with respect. Well, then you will be getting it back. They are authoritarian, xenophile, fanatic militarist, and materialist. The Commonwealth of Ra Adimus. Greetings from the Commonwealth. Chancellor Veltas is our elected representative, but in truth, all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology. A desire we hope you will respect. Cooperative, fanatic industrialist, fanatic materialist. I think that's it. Is there no one up here? Huh. Interesting. Wait, so is there a Galactic Assembly or not? Because I don't see the button. It might take a minute. All right, we got an upgrade for our commander. He was in that recent battle. We're going to probably give him, I'd say, Trickster maybe. Based on recent events, I think we probably should take that. We'll go Trickster. And then we're going to upgrade our current leader, Mendez. She has some points that we are not using, and we'll see if maybe we can do a campaign or two as well. She's a scientist. As much as I'd like to just blow all her points into military bonuses, I don't think that makes sense, and this is a roleplay game naturally, so we will give her some science bonuses first and foremost. One. And then I'm going to do one for sociology, no, physics. We'll do a physics bonus then. Which we can't. Okay. Check something here. there's campaigns we can do. I'm just going to put more points into it, frankly. That we want. 3. We have 7 points total. We have 1 we need. She just doesn't have the military options that we really need here. That would be big too. So no, we don't actually need to give it more points. She's really competent, isn't she, though? Jesus. We'll do that. Then we will go for sublight innovations for the evade chance and base shift speed. And then we will go for welfare allocation, just to keep the people happy in the middle of the war. And that's all we can do for the moment, at least. Alrighty. Grelwick. I will read their lore too. They are also made by a person. Them up. And then we will get back to this very iffy war here. Grelwick, where are you? There you are. Hold on. Oh, they were vassalized by someone. Huh. They're a prospectarium. They're not independent anymore. Avian beings, they defeated their competition in the skies and trees and thus evolved to become the dominant species of the air. When they became sentient, this allowed them to begin dominating the rest of the fauna, becoming extremely prolific hunters, and also start to domesticate the fauna on the ground, thus becoming apex predators, the dominant species of their planet. Being a very survivalist and warring species, initial tribes would be formed that later transformed into proper polities, making the ground even more important as wars and other politics became mainstream concepts in Grelwick society. Over the course of centuries, the Grelwick would build upon their planet and they would become longer lived. Since they lived for so long, they would be have a lower birth rate, and this would also mean they had more elders as well. More elders meant more individuals that could not fight, something important in their society, not just in war, but for overall protection and self-defense. This was one of the causes that led to a proper meritocracy spreading as a doctrine across the several polities of the planet. War would have its consequences, as such a society inevitably led to all the different opponents trying to one-up one another. Eventually, a great planet-wide war would break out and devastate it more than ever before. Despite their fierce warrior culture, the Grelwick realized things had to be done differently. Expansionism and imperialism amongst their ranks became less popular. Peace arrived, although it wasn't permanent or spread across every single community. The Grelwick could focus more on science and domestic policies. Eventually, this gave way to a scientific boom. The Grelwick started dreaming of touching the stars outside their planet, some of the purposes of exploration and finding others to interact with, as the species knows cooperation and interaction to be important to proper success in life. Some just to find out what is out there, and some very traditional conservative ones wishing to find new worlds to conquer. They are tall, vulture-like avian beings with large sharp beaks and 4 sets of limbs, wings, and then 2 sets of arms and legs. They're kind of like Geonosians from Star Wars. I promise I will not just keep making Star Wars references, but we are playing Stellaris. Kind of reminds me of them. Oh yeah. They did get vassalized, yeah. Laszlo is still alive. And they have a theme too, I'll play their theme. To break up the music for a moment. This is the Grelwick frame. It fits our current situation too, so that'll work. Alrighty. Back to the war. One thing I want to check. Was the shady mandate made by a player? I don't think it was, but I want to check. Just in case I misremembered. I don't want people doing all the work and then not having their lore read properly. No, they were not. It was a while ago I last heard about Star Wars. Such a good franchise. Yeah, I was really into it in my early teens. Like, I read all the Star Wars books, I read all the comics and things like that. I spent unreasonable amounts of time on Wikipedia just reading Star Wars lore. The graphic novels they made back in the Legacy universe were so good. Like, my two favorite series were the Zane Karek comics, which was like from the High Republic, like way before the movies. That was about like this guy who gets like framed for killing a bunch of other Padawans. And he's a bit of a fuck up, but really interesting character, really fun. Those are good. If you like graphic novels, comics, if you like Star Wars or sci-fi, check out the Zane Karek comics. They're really good. And then the other one I loved was the Cade Skywalker ones, which is set after the movies, a couple hundred years. One of Skywalker's descendants. And he's a bit of a piece of shit. He does a lot of hard drugs, I kid you not. This was before Disney took over. He was a drug addict Skywalker in the future of the Star Wars universe. Who was a mercenary. Yeah, very interesting though. Very good comics as well. Alrighty, our mandate is done. Infinite opportunities. We're gonna launch that and make our people a bit more happy in the middle of this war, which we certainly do need. Let's see if we have anything that could help right now with the war effort. Probably impregnable border, which will increase starbase hull points and decrease our war exhaustion, unless there's anything else that we need here that would be a bit better. I can't imagine, honestly. Nah. We'll go for impregnable border. We will prepare for the worst and be ready should our territory ever be threatened. Just a reminder, our last tradition we did take, we got a new group, is unyielding. So we upgrade our starbases quicker and they're gonna be a lot stronger. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to really go down that path before this war took the turn it did. And they are moving, ladies and gentlemen. They are moving. They sent a fleet of 31,000, which is going towards the rest of their systems, and we'll probably hit Sirius pretty soon here. We gotta get more forces to Hoth. One of our fleets will be back a bit earlier, though. That's good. According to Discord, I made the Shadians. Perfect, yeah. Sounds good. Do you think we'll survive the war? We will survive it. The question is how we will survive it. This will not be the end of the UNE, but it will be pretty rough, I think. Hold on a second. I want to figure out where the fuck the Galactic Assembly is. I haven't played Stellaris in so long. After you click, you're ready to join it. Does it take a while for it to form, or did we get a bug, or do I need to go somewhere else to click the button for it? Wondering if it's maybe one of the mods or something. It takes a bit. Thank you very much. We'll seal them. Gonna get a new building. We're gonna build a robotic assembly plant. Robots are quickly becoming like the cornerstone of the UNE economy at this point. It was Teresa Torres, which was now 3 presidents ago, actually, was the one to institute amongst her economic reforms, dealing with the fact that all of our basic subsistence jobs were not getting filled because all of our people are fairly well educated and are able to do a lot, and a lot of them didn't want to be, farmers, right? So we instituted a robotic labor building program during Teresa Torres' presidency, and we have a lot of them now. They're kind of becoming the backbone of the economy. How many do we have? Yeah, 30 of them already. That's a lot. Beak of Bronze, one of our other commanders, he was in that big battle, is got an upgrade. We're going to give him... We'll give him aggressive too. Got a lot of commanders. We are going to need them, that is for sure.
Special project complete.
We have confirmed that the civilization on AW544 is indeed the source of the ancient probe. The spacecraft referred to by the locals as the Wanderer holds special significance as their first probe to travel into deep space. Very nice. I'm curious where they're at now. Which species is that? We've met a couple presentients recently, I believe. Whoa. Way out there. Go take a quick look at them. Parahovens.
Research complete.
When it appears, it should be in the top right. That's what I thought. All right, we can create military habitats now. We are only looking for tech that helps with the current war effort, though. Let's see here. Possibly interstellar warfare, but that will take a long time. Reverse engineering minor artifacts could be actually very useful. Does anyone here like play Stellaris enough to know this game well? Is regenerative hull tissue good? Because last time I played Stellaris, it was really bad, and you shouldn't really use it basically unless you were role playing. But I thought I read recently that it is good now. Does anyone know by chance? If not, no worries. But I thought I read something about that, which is why I haven't been clicking it. For now, we're gonna go for reverse engineering. See if we can get some more science, because I want to speed up neutronian armor and particle lances, which would be huge for the war.
Under attack.
All right, they're coming straight for TA-106. You like to think it's good. Following a long period of growing support for the Whetstone Initiative, the Arcitrex High Sovereignty has finally embraced the faction and become more militaristic. They have been stuck in wars for decades now, so not surprising. All right, we have a lot of alloys, but we are over our caps. So what I'm going to do... Not enough for the Citadel yet. We're going to need one there too. We're going to uplink computer. Hangar bay, a torpedo bay. No, we already have a bunch of torpedo bays. We'll do another gun battery. And then we're going to upgrade that to a Citadel when we can. These are our two choke points currently with those who remember. We've got a station on Lineal that they can get to, and we've got the station on TA-106. Really serious, but in terms of getting deeper into our territory, it's going to be 106. Peace offer? Oh, that is big. The Marl Shoal have made peace with the Arcitrex High Sovereignty. They have become humiliated. Not the peace deal the Arcitrex were working for, but this means that the Arcitrex are going to be able to put their full fleet power on fighting those who remember and the Twakstar vassals. That is huge for us. If they can get their fleets together and actually do something here, we might be looking pretty good. Unexpected, but very nice. The big problem being the Arcitrex's fleets are all up in Marl Shoal territory, so it'll take them a while. They've got around 30,000 fleet power, which isn't great, but you know, that's something to keep them distracted. Might make them reconsidering throwing everything they have at us. Or not, as their fleets continue to go towards our systems. Oh, what we're looking for. Thank you for the sub, Gray. Much appreciated. Or the Prime, I should say. Much appreciated. I hope fleet combat is not bugged again with the ship scale model. I hope so too. We'll have to see. Literally less than 2 years. How we looking on those fleets getting back? The earliest ones will arrive in May of 93, so around 6 months. Twax Prime and Dace's cybernetic implants. This is yet another, I think this is the 4th or 5th species to go cybernetic so far, and it is the Twakstar, which is, again, the vassals of those who remember and a state that we have been in contention with for quite some time. We would not look very well on that. The UNE is a bit interesting, though, because our ethics are actually... you know, we're militarist, spiritualist, xenophile, and fanatic egalitarians, but you know, it's not like we don't embrace probably some degree of cybernetic implants, right? We've got a lot of robotic pops, but what these species are doing is just completely embracing machines, you know, like a certain Warhammer 40k faction. So we wouldn't be a big fan of that, but I don't think we would be like some spiritualists who would just find it, you know, abhorrent. The birth of the Galactic community. This is a historic day. Several of the galaxy's prominent spacefaring empires, including the UNE, have announced the creation of the Galactic community. The supranational organization will serve as a forum where matters involving the entire galaxy can be discussed and decided upon. As one of its founding members, we can take pride in this milestone of galactic history. Let's go. Hell yeah. There it is. We have the highest diplomatic weight? I mean, part of it's Xeno diplomacy, Xeno relations. We did go diplomatic, right? Hey, it pays to be diplomatic though, doesn't it? Yeah, we're looking pretty good. So in terms of weight, it's us, followed by the Senatus Genius Locus, followed by the Theocratic Dominion of Vermilia, followed by the Regal House, the Salvation Protocol, the Arcitrex High Sovereignty, Mecha Imperium, Empire of the Dying Sun, Aurelian Kingdom, People's Vanguard, Scrap Express, Hierarchy of Twackstar. You know why some species haven't joined. Those who remember the dark have not joined, and of course the Marl Shul have not joined, so we don't see them on here. That's funny. Yep. Alrighty. What's up, Degenerate? I haven't been able to watch any of the Stellaris streams. Did I miss anything? We are in a really brutal war, and we lost the first gigantic battle and are in a very iffy state right now. So it's not looking the best here. The Slaver Guilds joined, though. Yeah, we'll take the migration treaty with the Arcitrex. We're becoming very close to them in this war. They'd be very highly thought of both by our people and our parliament and our ruling government, so we won't be saying no to that, even though I objectively do not want to say yes due to how that works mechanically, but it's fine. Roleplay all the way. A little over a year. Fuck, they're getting close. What are they doing? I bet they're waiting for reinforcements, aren't they? Thank you for the sub, Soyuz. Much appreciated. Also, I am pause. I would do it. Let's stay close. How long do we have? 3 months. Then we just need to immediately send them to 106, but we kind of have to repair them, don't we? Oh, this is heavy. If we can't hold Hoth, the war's done, because they're going to get the soul immediately. All right, let's try and get another execution point. We can go for... No, total... That's land-based. Nope, none of those help us, unfortunately. Not at all. This is gonna really come down to the line, though. Also, I'm playing copyrighted music. Let's get back to something a little less like that. As the operation nears its conclusion, Spy Master Karamoko Tugar has moved to secure our new asset. That within those who remember the dark, our remaining operatives are poised to facilitate any cover he may need. All right, let's see if we can get an asset with them. Spy Master Karamoko Tugar reports that those who remember the dark, a successful execution so far. We have secured access to an official within the Remember civic hierarchy. Beautiful. We have an asset there. It's gonna be big. Eloquence of caution and poise. It was bugged because it had the Warframe in charge originally. We're gonna put Dominique Moreau in charge of this task force. I don't like them have them not split like this, but this is literally all we have to hold Hoth Station at the moment. Fuck, they're jumping. Oh, we're not gonna get our main fleet there in time. We're not gonna get the Citadel here either. We're gonna do two things. Two things. Fuck. All All right, we're getting desperate. I'm starting to think about throwing some Hail Marys here. They can't rent their own fleet. That's unfortunate. We're gonna hire one of the admirals of the Raider clans, which we would not hold in high regard, but we are desperate. Rosen. He's not that much better though, is he? I think we got a little scam there. We may use him later though. We will send Dominic Moreau then. He is unfortunately our best commander or admiral we have available. And then I'm going to immediately just this. Start reinforcing corvettes and see if we can get any of those in time. I don't think we will though. Our first fleets will get back in. They should already be getting back, shouldn't they? Turns on 22930516. That is already passed. Where the fuck are our fleets? Is it bugged?
Spaceborne life forms encountered. Incoming transmission.
The Shatarian manufacturer would like a migration treaty. Oh, it's the pharma company. Absolutely. 100%. They're that little pharma company that went to space from the pre-FTLs. They only have a couple systems on our border. We may actually try and incorporate or vassalize them in the future, but we'll see. Where the fuck are our fleet at? No, we have no combat, no artifacts we can hit for combat right now. Maybe that. Call it Great Crusade, but that doesn't fit our roleplay. Nope. Nope. Fuck are our fleets? They're supposed to be back. I mean, they are lost in, like, you know, deep space, so they might not get back on time, but what the fuck? All our fleets should be back by now, most of them. Oh no. 109 days, 175 days. Okay, so we got 3 more months. We were lied to. The data was not correct. Oh god. I'm gonna position our fleet behind the sun, so they're a little bit further away from the artillery. We're gonna get our boss station to tank most of the fleet's damage in the beginning, so we don't have our fleet wiped out the first.
Spaceport under attack.
Nope. Too late. United Khan League. Greetings, I'm honored to have been chosen by Director General Basil Philly to represent the United Khan League in all diplomatic dealings. They are pluralist, xenophile, pacifist, and fanatic materialist. Very nice. And when we have a moment, I'm sure we're going to conduct some diplomacy with them. This is not that moment. Oh god, we are going to lose this battle.
Research complete.
We need a proper song for this. Hold on. This is a good war one if I remember right. Reverse engineer artifacts will go for Starbase capacity. Any other edicts we can do right now? Just anything at all. damn it. Ozzy Rox's death was the worst thing to happen since like Victoria 3 part of the next campaign, honestly. It's that bad. That would have been really useful a while ago. It's out of our hands. We are at war with those who remember, who have been basically attacking all their neighbors repeatedly. We intervened to try and stop them when we had our fleet wiped during a major engagement where the president of the UNE died and put our military into total chaos, resulting in us losing the battle and us emergency jumping the fleet. Adriana Longfeld has passed away at 91 years old. She's one of our older scientists. We'll do a grand parade. We just lost, I think, cruiser. How long do we have? 8 days. Oh, come on. Sitting in another one. We still have to repair the fleet, though. There's one. Late. We gotta repair the hull, otherwise we're gonna lose it. I'm gonna repair it and we'll send it immediately to the combat. If we can hold out in the fort, his shields are gone. If we can hold out long enough, we might get this. I mean, I could just throw that fleet in, but... Fucking hell, we're moving too slow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to do something incredibly risky. I'm sitting it in, I'm putting the leader with daily hull regen on, and we are going to get regeneration on the Corvette hull until we jump into battle, and we just gotta we gotta hold. So I'm going to send that fleet in, even though it's not repaired yet. The gas giant AX-731-4 seems to have a colossal kelp-like floor floating in its upper atmosphere. These floating kelps are hundreds of meters long and have leaves growing on them, tightly winding around a central tube filled with plant sap. These tubes seem to easily transport the absorbed gases from the leaves, the lengthy translucent roots. That is very cool. I would care so much more if we weren't about to lose this war. I'm going to throw on our better admiral at the last second before the jump. How long do we have? They're sitting in another fleet though, aren't they? Let me check. Let me get a save here too, so I can come back and do this justice in videos, regardless of how this goes. Their secondary fleet will get there around the same time our secondary fleet gets there. And then we're in our 11 days. We're gonna send him in immediately as well. And then that fleet doesn't get back for around a year. Over a year. They won't be in this battle, I don't think. It could drag on that long, but I doubt it. Yeah, our first fleet there is just getting destroyed. They're more out. We haven't even taken down their fucking shields. Up though, aren't they? We have daily regen across, I think, all our ships though, don't we? Find out in a moment. 34. We don't. We gotta throw it in. We have no alternative. That's our main secondary fleet. It's better to have the whole regen on that. So I'm just gonna actually keep the Rosen in charge. The jump. Come on. Oh god, it's almost gone. Moreau's fucked. There's their secondary fleet. There's ours. Go, go, go. Those are corvettes though. They have to get in real close before they can do anything. Come on, we need a goddamn military one here. Daily whole regen. Probably have to do that. I haven't felt like this since fucking EU4. Holy shit. I'm gonna combine this whole fleet and I'll send it in with Volvario. Oh god. It's like watching a train wreck, a car crash, all at once. Come on! The battles will really lag the game, by the way. That's a big thing here, but I can't now watch this. You got an upgrade in the middle of battle. Oh, he's an industrialist. I was hoping that was one of our commanders, but it's not. I'll read those later.
Research complete.
29 days. Oh fuck, we're gonna get the Citadel. Command limit. Oh my god, I think we have a shot here. We're gonna combine all those ships, we'll send them in as a third and final fleet. That's all we got. If that doesn't do it, we're fucked. We're about to get a Citadel, which will really buff its stats. Oh my god, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm just gonna build. What do we want here? Probably, do we know what is on their fucking ships yet? We don't, do we? God damn it. Build an interception, and then we'll build an extra large gun battery. Fuck, just hold. Those Corvettes are holding longer than I thought they would. I'm on YouTube, not right now.
Construction complete.
Go down speed for a moment here because it's lagging so bad due to this battle and war.
System probe complete.
Not you. No, 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 no. Not you. You don't need to be anywhere near this. Fuck the war form. You know, we can't hide him forever. This is our make or break. We're sending him in. We're all in, ladies and gentlemen. We're all in. Send them in. Well, the last fleet we have, this will win it, or we are fucked. They've lost a lot of ships, though. The Marshall are claiming our systems. Oh, fuck me. That Citadel update grade was so clutch, though. I think we may have this. There they come. A group of our pilgrims was denied access to their holy places on Zimja by your governor. He has denied them access for no other reason. This is outrageous. We'll allow them in. It's fine. We do not want to be pissing off a Pharma Corp in the middle of a war. Come on. That nice look here. Go big or go home? Yeah, the definition of it. Jesus. Tritarian programs cause some wry looks at first, but soon blended into usual colony life. Beautiful. 78 days, we'll send them in immediately too.
The enemy has made landfall.
They took Novo Sealum. It's fine. They only have one fleet left, by the way. I think we took out the other one. Gene Silva retired in the middle of the war? What are you doing? Defensive zeal. When it comes to the defense of our territories in existence, our fervor will surely be felt by our enemies. Defensive platforms and star bases have their damage and hull points increased by 33%. Huge! Look at that station. Has tripled its power in like a year. We're gonna need a war memorial on this after we're done. The Gavith Zol have gone to war with the Shigodian Union? What are you doing? No, that's not them. Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have this. If we hadn't got unyielding, I don't know if we would have won this. Our fleet is gone, though. Look at that. We're not out of this yet. This is closer than I thought it would be, actually. How long? 139 days. Fuck. We got it. Or we can get it. I need one more execution point. Unrelated windows first. Oh, don't bug on me right now. Come on. Unrelated windows. This is not the moment. It can only be opened from the ruler foci menu. Edict's Pulse? That's what I was thinking, but that didn't do it. No idea. Maybe I need to have it unpaused. All right, with those fleets, let's start thinking about the war effort now. We can stop worrying about Seoul being taken. So let's take a look around here. Those who remember have a 14,000 fleet in 760. I don't see any of our fleets. Did they throw everything at us? Oh my god, I think they threw everything at us. Yeah, only one last 15,000 fleet. We won the battle, and there are no fleets to be spotted. Woo, Jesus Christ, we gotta repair the fleet. We gotta upgrade and repair the fleet. Holy fuck. We lost a lot of ships. They lost way more though. They did emergency FTL jump some of their fleets though, so they will have some more in the future. We need a counterattack, I agree with you, but we also need to upgrade these fleets and repair them. Badly. Do they not? Yeah, they need upgrades. Okay. Oh my god, we actually won that. That is insane. I thought we were done for. I'm gonna be honest. But what is this House Torres grand campaign if not coming to the edge of total defeat over and over again just for some bullshit to happen? Let's be honest. Okay, we're gonna nearly buy up a bunch of alloys. We're gonna repair the fleets, and as soon as they are repaired, I'm going to upgrade them. We also did get our last fleet from the emergency jump. That is ready to go just about as well. We also need to reorganize it. Is the upgrade even worth it? Probably not. We need to take the counteroffensive. All right, let's get everything organized next to Sirius. I'm going to completely reorganize the fleet to get everyone where they need to be, and then we are going to go on the offensive here. See if we can take 760. If we take AX station, whatever the station is called, yeah, that'll be huge. We'll cut them in half effectively. They did build up a citadel though for us. Is it a citadel? No, it's not. We can take that. There is a vote right now too. Let me take a look. Form the Galactic market. The only one who doesn't want to are the isolationist preservers. We'll agree to that. So let's take a look at some of these things here. Healthcare spending increase. Cosmic Catalog Commission. We'd support that. Security Council. We are still the highest, so we probably would like that. We'll support that too. Intercultural Exchange, we'll support. Network Junctions, we will. Wait. Yeah. Charter of Worker Rights, we will support. Recycling initiatives. De-escalation channels. Bill of Rights. Non-interference act we are going to oppose. We'll call that for now. We'll look at those a little bit more in detail later. All right, reorganize the fleet, take Sirius Station, we're going to push to Batnal, and then if we can, I'm just going to immediately jump us in there. Now, the Twackstar are there, and I believe we are technically at war with them, so we'll have to fight their fleet. I think. No, we're not at war with them. They're the vassal of those who remember, but we are not in formal war with them, so we can not worry about that fleet there. That's huge. The Arcitrex are also getting reorganized as well. I'm hoping that they'll join us on a counteroffensive, but they're being real slow here. So it might just come down to us winning this. Nothing new there, right? All right, let's get all the corvettes split into their own fleet here. We are starting to get a lot of lag, folks. The lag will probably just stay. I was not able to reduce the lag. I know it kind of sucks, but I think it is worth it for what we're doing. All right, let's go ahead and get our destroyers into a separated fleet then, I would say. And then what are we running for these? Let's see what their models are. We've got our artillery battleships, line cruisers, so we want to separate those as well. Got another line cruiser. Get all our destroyers put together here. Those frigates are destroyers. They are frigates. Destroyers. I do wish every state in the GC gets a single vote instead of basing your decisions on your empire's power. I think it should be, what's up, John? Should be used on how much you can influence other countries' votes and stuff. They added the favor system that did help with that, but I agree. I wish there was some more nuance, almost like victory, like faction systems and stuff like that, but those are big changes. The meta Boki warrior clans are going psionic. Very interesting. All right, we've got artillery battleships. And we've got line cruisers, so we will end up splitting those up. Okay. They already do it. They got a 10,000 fleet there. They got another 14,000 one. We do need to move quickly here. Wait for our reinforcements and just push ahead, I think. Everyone can do upgrades, though. Almost worth waiting on neutronium armor. How long do we have on that? 41 months and 40 months of particle cannons. That's tough, because that's 3 years. We don't have the time to wait on that. Do we have Durasteel? Some of our ships are running like really early armor, which is going to be a problem in this battle. But a lot of them do have Durasteel. Sharma, no, we'll do Sharma on the cruiser line. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. We need more heavy ships. We don't have enough battleships. We're gonna have 2 more bulwark classes and 5 more cruisers, but we need more battleships. I'm gonna do a reinforcement order on those, and then we're gonna go. So our fleets aren't organized now properly. Oh, it's such a pain. The one thing that sucks about Stellaris is your fleet organization, because it's so poorly done. Like, I'd take Hoi 4 fleet organization over the way that they do it, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's do it. Serious first, and we go on. Ooh. I can't wait to see you do a second grand campaign. What's up, Parker? I'm looking forward to it as well. It'll be a good while, though. Grand campaign, I just always underestimate how long it will take to get through stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's gonna end up being probably around 2 years before 2 years from the start of the first grand campaign, I'll start the second, which is wild. I could do it quickly. I'm at that point where I'm starting to do a lot of other things again in my life, because I don't have, like, you know, not organized the fucking Babylon server. That took so much of my time. And I'm working a lot again, stuff like that. And I'm busy enough that I need to hire some editors just so I can start to make this stuff happen quicker so we can move. That's a big reason why things are a little bit slow. I mean, we have to get to the end of Stellaris, but I'm gonna be stuck. I'm gonna be editing those videos for quite a while, I'd imagine. We'll see. I think I can get them done by end of summer. I thought I was gonna get them done in spring, but there's no way. Ah, shit. Loretta Cohen is now gullible. That is unfortunate. Birth of the Galactic Market. De facto galactic trade unbound by the performance of international diplomacy has existed since we first discovered that we were not alone in the universe. As new borders are discovered and old ones redrawn across the galaxy, galactic leaders agree that it is time to legitimize this commercial forum so that all may benefit. In the coming years, independent traders and government agencies will be looking to establish a quasi-centralized hub for galactic commerce. We would surely benefit from this hub to fall within UNE space, so we can choose to promote one of our worlds for this purpose. We have a lot of influence. We could actually really campaign for this, and economically, it'd be so beneficial. So we're gonna do that. The question is, which one of our worlds? We kind of have to make it be Earth, because there's none that really has the trade to compete with it. And I think with the mods I have, trade is going to be one of the big factors for what gets picked in the end, I would say. So 59 trade power, 40, 23. Let's see if any of us have good trade values. I don't think they will. Nah. 50 for Nyland. Holy shit. Nyland's developed so quickly, hasn't it? We've got so much economic stuff we need to overhaul when we're done with this war, but for now, we're going to nominate Earth as the hub of the intergalactic galactic hub nomination. And then we're going to boost our nomination bid. And then we're going to do it one more time as well, as we can. If we get it, it will be so valuable and so good for us politically. So I'm willing to fork over a good amount of influence and energy here. Gotta do something with our influence while we're locked in this war too. All right, we're taking Sirius. We can't take back because we need to actually get the planet back. So we'll bring in our transports for that. The main fleet, we were gonna jump to Vilf then. Let's give them a commander too, so they go a bit quicker. We'll give them Rosen. Luxembourg has the same voting power as Germany and the UN. Oh, don't get me started on the UN. Did you know the UN actually briefly considered a parliament system where like there would be representational governance instead of like one, party Senate style voting? It never happened, and I don't know if it ever will, but yeah, it kind of sucks. I wish there was more parliament system. It gave it more credibility, because although in theory it sounds good, like fairness-wise, to have like one nation, one vote in the UN. It means it's just, you know, no one feels it's really fair. And then yeah, the Security Council on top, it's not a good system at all. One thing I hate about being new to Grand Campaigns is that I want to start a new Grand Campaign in the middle of my current one. Yeah, true. It's like any Paradox save file, right? You reconsider and want to do something else, but it's gotta keep going. What's the basis? Yeah, I get that with a lot of my Paradox campaigns, and Grand Campaigns are no different, but I find if you really roleplay and you really take your time and you really put yourself into your family and their story, it's not that bad, because you are heavily invested in them to the point where you're like, you know what, I have this cool idea for another Grand Campaign I'd like to do, but I'm so invested in this family and the, you know, how this is going that I'm just not gonna do that. It's kind of what you gotta do. We're gonna need an actual another commander, aren't we?
Engaging the enemy.
We'll hire Bondun Nokshin to be the commander of... And we're gonna take Nova Sealam back from the enemy here, which they have occupied. Wolf has Pulveron? What is that, Leonard? Earth has churros. I fucking love churros, Orion. Ooh, ooh. I didn't try a churro until I was in my late teens, which is weird because I lived in California and they're everywhere. Mexican food is everywhere. It's so good, but I never had one. And then I made the unfortunate decision of actually having one, which was not good because they are fucking addicting. Such a good taste. Fleets. Got one other thing here too. See if we can get sped up a little bit. There we go. Let's sped it up a little bit. When the big superpowers can just veto shit, they don't like it. They don't like it. It defangs the UN. Yeah, I mean, because all the Security Council members effectively decided just not to utilize the UN for anything other than just like pissing matches and big dick competitions. So it has no power because it doesn't have to, and it's not in their interests in many ways to let it have power, which is unfortunate. I love the UN in theory, and there are parts of it that are so useful and do a lot of good, but we have wasted. It's such a waste for what it could be. We will make Hyun Ok-Na a reformer. She is our head ambassador. Still. I am going to get us to take Kamala. Mineral resources on planet Zemja have gradually been depleted. Several mining complexes have been shut down. Unfortunately, this is a natural process. If we continue to develop the planet, some of these resources will run out completely. We want the gases. We don't care about the minerals, so this is not an issue yet. Just keep drilling. Keep drilling for gas. Spanish delicacy, which you dissolve when you touch it, like literally. What is it? Thing is, because of some rocky roll marriages, my dynasty changed to be completely unrelated to the one in the middle of EU4. Yeah, that does kind of suck. I mean, that's basically a game over. So I'd understand restarting that. Can you research the debris? Johnny, I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I can. Let's do that. Where's the scientist, though? I think we're all out. If there's any who are not assigned. There is Teresa Torres, technically. She's head researcher, but we're gonna get her to go study the ships from the battle over Hoth Station. We'll send her personally. A little dangerous, but, you know, we've got our fleet up ahead, so there's no real danger. Loretta Cohen, we will make Principal 2. She is our anti-corruption head, so we want her to be not corrupt. Big ask, but doable. We're also going to take another station. Let's start expanding since we have a bit more influence and resources here. The fleet is overall looking pretty good. I want to see about building some more anchorages too, so we can decrease the cost this giant fleet is having on our economy. Might just build a couple new stations here. Keurig, we will want to because that is on the jump to the Empire of the Dying Sun. We have we can get 6 more stations, so we want to build some anchorages and some kind of endpoints. So I think a good place would be Cantus. It's a dead end. Great place to build an anchorage that we don't have to worry about. Where else? There's a couple other spots that would be pretty good, I think. Blue Sea Archive. Also a complete dead end. We'll build an anchorage there for the fleets. And TA 722, we will build another. All 3 of those are going to be anchorages. It'll put us up to 17. We'll hold that for now. So we're looking on jobs. Upgrade alloy manufacturing just because we want more of those. New Vegas is almost out of jobs. Do we have a governor there? We'll send Loretta Cohen. It's been a place with a lot of crime issues in the past, so it wouldn't hurt to throw her in there. We'll build another city district, and then I'm going to build another building there when we can. Everywhere else looks like it has plenty of jobs. Terra Nova is going to need another city there. Looking good besides that. Random thought, cake batter is better than cookie dough. Depends on the cake batter and the cookie dough. The cookies I make on rare occasion when I want something really good or I want to impress someone, you know, when I'm first dating especially, or dating in general, I guess, is I have really good oatmeal peanut butter cookies. I'm talking top tier. Those things are actually incredible. I don't make them very often because when I make them, if I'm not making them for someone else, I'm going to eat them all, which is a problem. So I don't make them often. But those, the batter on that, one of the best tastes I have ever had. No cake batter can compete with that shit. Not one. We'll do ceramo metal infrastructure. Cake batter is pretty good though. I can get behind that 100%. Can you liberate our planet too? Yep, the transport fleet is on its way, Johnny. That's what it's there for. Terraforming, we are not going to do until the war is over. Roleplay-wise, I don't think we would be putting resources into something like that at the moment. But after the war, we're going to do an economic restructuring, and then we're going to work on a bunch of things like that. So yes, absolutely. I just, in the middle of a war, I don't think roleplay-wise it would make any sense for us to prioritize other things. There would be no support for it in Parliament or within the people. They were pushed back from threatening Supreme Homeworld, luckily. Yeah, it was close. Big bottle of water will never not be funny. Listen, it's efficient, all right? I could say less plastic, but that's not why I do it. Okay, what do we really need right now? Sanctuary, we were going to turn into a mining world due to high quality minerals. So we will build... the one that gives a bonus, or can we not build it yet? No, we can't. We'll build ally foundries. Recent events have proven that we do not need a lot of those. Yeah, oatmeal peanut butter. Good stuff. Yeah, okay, I agree with that. Sugar cookie dough is nasty. Sugar cookies in general, I don't like very often. Like, They're okay. It's just not a very interesting flavor in my opinion. Like a lot of French food. It looks good, and it seems good in theory, but can it compete with anything with like real flavor? Not my opinion. All right, I think we can take Batno here. We're gonna wait for the whole fleet though to reinforce, then we'll take it. Where the fuck are you going? The transport fleets we're going to send to Novoselium. How many did they leave there on the grounds? 214. I think we take that. Yep. I would send them some fire support, but we just really can't give it at the moment. We will vote for the Federation after this war. Yes, that as well. Make sure to remind me. I do forget all these things because this game is 100 things at once. Can we hire aliens in the military? We already have, Johnny. We've got alien commanders and alien leaders and all that sort of thing. And all of the species within our borders have full military and citizen rights. So we're already good on that account. And we did already hire a mercenary general, admiral, but they're not actually very good. I increase the bid for the... Oh, we're not gonna get that.
Fleet signature detected. Construction complete.
They are starting to build up their fleets again a little bit. What are the Arcitrex doing right now? They're just so slow. No one has good sublight speeds right now. It's a long way to Sanctuary. It's a long way to go. Someone asked for rant about Paradox games at the beginning of stream. I will get there as well. I will do these channel point reward things, but I always do want to make clear with them. Like if I'm in the middle of something very focused, I will delay it. But I will get to them, absolutely. It goes Martino, right?
Spaceport under attack.
I'm one of those people that when I get distracted from things like this, when I come back to it, I don't do very well. Like if I'm tuned into something, all distractions fuck me up so bad. Okay, let's sell some minerals. We'll sell a bunch more rare crystals. We're gonna sell a little bit of consumer goods. And then I'm also going to sell to private markets some of our artifacts, and then we're gonna reverse engineer some as well. We got a breakthrough. Neutronium material research gained, proton launcher research gained, and interstellar logistics. Oh my god, we got neutronium armor. Let's go. The reverse engineering worked. Holy shit. That was a 20% chance. Wow. We have neutronium armor. We need a station we can upgrade our fleet on. That will be huge. I'm thinking impulse thrusters or devastator torpedoes. I know both of these are really, 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 really good. Yeah, thrusters are good, but I know devastator torpedoes are incredible as well. We'll do thrusters. And I'm gonna fire this then. Need just a little bit more. Now we don't have quite enough of a surplus yet for that. Don't have a very big deficit though. And I could just sell some of it back to balance out the cost. Yeah, we'll do it. We're gonna activate the emergency replicator again for the alloys. And then I'm going to sell some of those excesses we got in order to make sure that we are not going to be in a bad situation we don't want to be. And then I'm going to reinforce our battleships even more. We'll build the anchorages on our new anchorage stations. And then we're looking pretty good. Reorganize the rest of the fleet on Vilf, and then we can hit Batnel, and then I'm going to immediately try and get us to hit AX 760 station. And then we're going to try and hunt their fleets. They got a couple converging, though. I don't like that. This is a very strong station. It's not? Last time I looked at this was very strong. That's weird. The AI downgrade it? It's weird. Possible. Well, we are in a good position in this war effort overall. I know things are still a little dire here, and they are. But we're in such a better place than we were after the decks of Aussie Rocks. As a result, I think Mendez's government would be fairly popular. She'd be seen as obviously, I think, very level-headed, having gotten us out of an extreme crisis situation. We are going to hold election in 4 years, by the way. And I would guess we probably still will be at war. Most likely. So the thing about Stellaris wars is they take so long, which makes sense. I mean, space is massive, so getting anywhere takes forever. What are you doing? Alrighty. We're gonna knock out that fleet real quick too, since they've decided to just jump in for no reason over there. Interesting decision. And then let's land on the planet as well and see if we can take it back. Build more armies now? Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll recruit more of them on Hades. Recruited number 15.
Deploying troops.
Then on Terra Nova for jobs, how are we looking? Basically everything is filled, so we can build whatever we would like. This is primarily an industrial planet. Can we build a production capital? We also need to build a technological institute on Nyland. I almost forgot to do that. Yeah, Ministry of Production. We're going to build that on Terra Nova. And then on Nyland, which is going to be our science hub, we are going to build... Oh, no, we can. We need the capital, don't we? We have it. Need a planetary capital, which I think is 20, right? 25. I'll be a little bit. Build our science research lab there for now then. Why did the AI take that system, though? That's so weird. We're going to take Nova Sealam pretty easily. They left a pretty good-sized garrison force, but it was not enough. We are going to get that back under the command of Bondu Nokshin and Arcitrex, who migrated to the UNE systems, probably been the last couple of years, actually. We're reorganizing the next system over because I don't want to let that fleet slip away.
Incursion successful.
What the heck is this? Strategic and tactic selection. I didn't know this was a thing for commanders. That's cool. Oh, I can't click them though. Deselect the fleet. There we go. Do all the commanders have that? Can we hire armies from other species? I don't believe so, Johnny. Unless you know a way to do that that I don't. How do we get that menu open again? We can do stuff for her again. All right, we're gonna get her to specialize more in science, given that was her original prerogative, and the war is looking a little bit better than it was here. So let's work on put up her levels in inspiration, and then we'll work on physics. That was her first and foremost focus. Let's do a flat bonus for her. I say we take the repaired refinery as reparation for those who remember. We are going to take a few systems from them. Like I said, I'm just going to edit it. I'm thinking we're probably going to take QW510, AO957, Naki, and then we're going to get all the systems down here that haven't been taken yet. And then we'll probably take up the Batnal just so we have another hard point on them. We won't split them in half though. And then all the systems over here, the rest of them are going to go back to the Twack Star and they're going to get independent. That's the main thing we wanted in this war. Just to make sure that they're not getting too much of a hegemonic power in the area and that we reduce their power in general. So we will get systems out of this, just we're not going to go on a giant war of conquest. Really would love to know how to get that menu for commanders. Maybe tactic locked, unlocked at skill level 5. I see. So you get that menu at skill level 5. So for example, he would be able to get it, would he not? Second here. Admiral abilities. Bear with me. Or is it just automatic? So, yeah, this is Admiral abilities. Here you see when leading a fleet, the method of level 4 status can be viewed in the strategic and tactic menu by orbiting any of our So they have to be at home. Okay. We can only change like Admiral and Commander traits when they're orbiting one of our systems, which is why we could do that for, what's his name? Our boy here, Pollock Sheen. Well, we can't because he's still level 2. Okay, I get it. That's interesting, I think. Are they gonna get it? I think they jump away in time. Come on. Try and cut him off in Battle if we can. I want to knock out this fleet. That'd be pretty big here. We got away.
Engaging the enemy.
They're gonna run. I don't think we catch up to them here. And we shouldn't be jumping in haphazard with this fleet either, so we'll just wait. It's unfortunate. Their tech has been above ours since the beginning of the war. I would not be surprised if they have things on their ships that give them faster sublight speed just in general, so we'll have to go slow and steady. They came back for the battle? I mean, okay. That's part of the reason these battles have been so tough. They're completely psionic, so all their commanders are so strong. God, look at his traits. Tier 4, psionic, mercenary warrior, and aggressive 2. Their commanders are just way better than ours. Can we go to other planets to check? How do you mean? We should go to pincer attack, attacking from one system and another. I agree with you on that. But we got a total battle here, and I don't want to waste any extra ships, so we're going to send in everything on it. Bliss Limited has become militaristic. Beak of Cocky will become a... He's a celebrity politician, so we're going to make him a statistician. Where do science leaders get it? I'll still really be done here for the moment. Are there any planets we can colonize too? That I think would be reasonable. Or humans. There are not. We'll have to do terraforming. Okay, so that is how you do it. Huh. Check and see if you can hire other species on different planets for armies. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, we could definitely hire some from Zimja, I would say. Yazdani assault armies. We'll get a contingent of Yazdans as well. What is the breakdown of our species right now? 131 humans, 11 Dipriadiar, 11 Jeskavaz from the Gavazul, 36 robots, 1 Shatarian from the Biomed Company species. Speaking of species, 7 Twakstar and 29 Yeznons. Jonok Na has announced that she will marry Eyes of Orange and Jessica Vaz. She is our head ambassador. Although some elements of the population still abhor the concept of such a union, others are delighted and see it as proof that the UNE has embraced the values of modern multi-species state. Very nice. Recent interspecies wedding. Happiness, xenophile attraction, and affection approval. Hell yeah. They're birds, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. What is the galaxy species like? Let's take a look. Crash the game. Might take a minute here. All right, there we go. Yeah, a good amount of extinct species from the looks of it. Jesus Christ! 468 mecha. They're just mass producing fucking robots. 234 integrated signed sentient nexus units. Robots are just dominating the population of the galaxy. Whoa. That's a combination, I think, right? $184 humanoids. Humans, metahumans, human superior class. I think that will also include, though, the humans from the Interstellar Vanguard. So that's both of our species. There are a lot of humans, though. That's for sure. Huh. Forgot about that. There's a lot. Yeah, so many people. There's the Genius Locust. There's a ton of them. Oh, okay, so this is the Vanguard has 184. There's 122 of us, and then I think we have the metahumans, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Earth, and then other humans. So we've got 152. So there's more from the Vanguard for sure. 308 from the Genius Locust. 306 from Saxoids. 281 Ultra Cabrithians. That is those who remember the dark. There's a lot of them. 280 High Ultra Cerevisiums. A lot of Boki and Meta Boki. Good amount of Twackstar, just regular synthetics. Gorgudian. Odorians, Rigay, Elamar, Cerosians. Not a lot of doors. A lot of regular robots. We have probably around a fourth of the galaxy's robots. Relric. Not a lot of Arcitrex at all. Not a lot of AVR left from their wars. A lot of robots. A lot. Most of the galaxy's robots have varying degrees of sophistication. That's interesting. This is a synthetic galaxy, ladies and gentlemen. That's for sure. Alright, we are knocking out that little fleet we did encounter. They're still pretty strong, though. Helps they literally have, like, Dolphin Blackwater. Space Dolphin Blackwater helping them with their mercenaries. Got the research from the battle. We'll want to do it again up here as well, so I am going to send her. Teresa Torres doesn't take me for much of a coward, so we'll send her closer to combat. Nothing else to really be done here either. We're at our limits for expansion. Keep upgrading, I'd say, the stations when we can. When we get enough alloys built up, I'm going to upgrade the Bulwark into a Citadel as well, so we have just two very hard borders with the Cybrithians. Maybe start a Rare Pops collection. If they come, they come. I mean, we have open doors to anyone in the galaxy, so it's their choice. Space Dolphin Blackwater is also something I didn't think I would ever say, but here we are. It is Stellaris after all. You find yourself saying some really weird stuff playing this game. Really any of the Paradox games. CK3 is just like a little bit like weird. Stellaris just gets wild. Battle's slowing the game down, I think. Yeah. Almost destroyed though. Fleet has gotten a lot stronger. I checked some of late game tech makes traveling the galaxy insanely faster. Yeah, from what I read of the mons that we added, that's what I figured. It'll be very slow for a long portion of the game, which is interesting, right? I mean, movement, when it's quick, isn't very interesting or very realistic for a situation like this, so. right, there is a vote currently in session. I'm gonna start like throwing these votes to you guys as well. That makes a lot of sense. So currently, are we gonna vote for or against guarded sovereignty? Care must be taken to ensure that the Galactic community does not interfere too much with the internal affairs of its members. Every Star Empire's sovereignty must be respected. More unity, more trade protection, more border friction, and more diplomacy costs. We're undecided. The only ones against it are the Empire of the Dying Sun. So, I will throw that to y'all. What's the name of it again? Guarded. Regardless, it's still a roleplay thing, OES, right? I mean, like, it kind of sets our standards and our outlook towards the Galactic Assembly, towards the galaxy, towards other civilizations. Like, I'm going to try and remember and incorporate those decisions in a roleplay. So, not the most important for a vote like that, but still matters. All right, we have won this. Very much so.
Construction complete.
Take station, reorganize the fleet, and then we are moving on. Karma has gotten an update. She's one of our very capable commanders. Yielding would be solid. Butcher is useless. Resilience is useful, actually. We'll go for unyielding. We need good commanders now, not commanders in 30 years. After painstakingly climbing through the valley of Malkfail, this is like the predator world we found, remember? All the species they bring there to murder. For any trace of the legendary huntress, archaeologists have finally been able to pinpoint her last resting place. Her fossilized skeleton was found locked in battle with the remains of a large horned anthropoid, with her claws still grasping the hilt of a perfectly preserved sword. This must be the blade of the huntress. The weapon is composed of an unknown material and is sharp enough to cut straight through our strongest armor. We got a relic. Very nice. What is it? Weight of the Huntress. Passive effects, army morale 25. Planet sensor range 2. Diplomatic weight 10%. And if we activate it, we get a sublight boost of 25% for 10 years. That is so nice and came at the perfect time. Beautiful. Beautiful. These peaceful applications here too. We're going to go for leader experience gain, I think. And I'm going to activate that. That's on cooldown. These extra corvettes. Let's deal those first. Corvettes and then cruisers, we'll combine those. 4. Okay. Close was that vote? Not very close at all. Battleships. Artillery, and I think the other one is line, so we will keep them split actually. Oh, they are all artillery. Huh. Okay. We should probably attack the starbase when we are ready. Yeah, I'm just reorganizing the Navy, and then we will go. All right, those battleships are going to be huge for us, though. And it's there. Temperatures on Slim Corson 2 is several magnitudes higher than what is expected for this type of gas giant. It appears that an unusually dense core of an unknown material is producing a lot of heat. The atmosphere is so hot our probes are unable to reach the inner part of the gas giant. We will take a look at that later. It's good. Take Batnel, and then we go to AX 760. Oh god, they're bringing Freets and Click though. We gotta get there quickly. I think we can take that. What do we got for fleet power? 50, around 60k. I don't know though. If we can upgrade to Neutronium armor, I'm confident in that fight, but without it, I'm not so sure. I hope the Starbase has something for upgrades, but I don't think it will. It'd be a risky to go in there with just what we have. What's up, Scythe? How are you doing?
Incoming transmission.
There's a Twack Star in charge of the theocratic dominion of Remilia, and they want a research pact. Maybe we're pretty friendly with them, but they're very weak. So no, I don't think so. We're not that friendly with them yet to just be giving out scientific secrets like that. We may be egalitarian, we may be diplomatic, but that doesn't mean we're just going to start signing pacts to give away our research willy-nilly. So we can get that other edict as well. That's the one we want. Fleet advancements. Did I get a haircut? No, I just got my hair back. You're not dead. I'm very glad to hear that, Scythe. It's always a sign things are looking all right. I have another building on Earth. What do we want to build here? Technological Institute. I am going to wait for Nyland. Just for roleplay reasons. Probably, I don't know, administrative offices maybe? Commercial zones. We're trying to get like the capital of the galactic market on Earth, so we'll build some commercial zones there. Hopefully that'll increase our chances. Oh yeah, because we got the tech that gives us a new building on all of our planets. So for Terra Nova, we actually don't have gene clinics, so I'm going to build those. Go to base, transportation manufacturing hub. So we'll build a monorail. Cerberus, we will build another fortress. We'll seal them. But for a food or a science planet, so alloy founders. Always alloy founders. Gene clinics on New Vegas. On Sanctuary, and then we'll build mineral purification plants. Foundry. And we're actually out of minerals. Okay, we'll call it for there for now. We'll on to the rest. Who are we close to in the galaxy? Obviously, those who remember, the Twaxstar Sovereignty. We're next to the Arcitrex High Sovereignty. We're next to the Republic of QW0001, the Marl Shoal to our northern border. We've got the Galva Zol on our southern border. We've got the pre-FTLs that went to space in the Shitarian Manufacturing Biocorp. We are right next to the Marionan Chosen, which are fanatic purifiers. That's a problem for tomorrow. We have a border with them, but there's some hostile fleets there we have to deal with. A little bit further out, we're kind of close to the Aspinekan Sovereignty, the Preserver Republic, the Salvation Protocol, the Shadian Mandate, the Shagodian Union, the Sorosians, kind of, and then, of course, the Theocratic Dominion of Rumilia on the south. So, yep. And then through the wormholes, which one comes out here, we're close to the Empire of the Dying Sun. And then we have a wormhole that goes into the space of the Union of the Dwarven Socialist Republics. And we actually don't know where this wormhole goes yet, so there's also that. Kind of a very weird geopolitical situation for the UNE overall. Our borders are very complicated. We're filing jobs there. Wait. Oh, I forgot. Anchorages don't just give naval capacity with, I don't know if it's changes to the game or the mods. They change it for the system, for like planets that have it. So this is a complete waste.
Engaging the enemy.
That's unfortunate. In that case, let's make sure that we have this one supposed to be. This is Hades, and this has two worlds, both of which have naval capacity buildings we want. Yeah, no, that war, I believe, is still going on, and they are losing dramatically. Yeah. So the Corporate Society of the Grasping Branch, which was a bunch of the slaves of the other humans, the mutated Japanese ones, revolted, and they are losing by a lot. Yep. The Union of Dwarven Socialist Republics just broke their non-aggression pact with us. Hold on, we need to send a diplomat to that. We'll send 2 diplomats, in fact. Let's send a diplomat also to one of our other neighbors. The Preserver Republic. They're actually not hostile to us. They're technically xenophobes, but they don't mind us for some reason. So let's get more friendly with them, just in case that becomes an issue. They're fairly strong, too. Trading company. Awful trade hubs on all of your star bases. I'm thinking probably that, yeah. Oh, in the galaxy, generally speaking. Arcitrex, we have a bunch of diplomatic agreements with. Same with the state of the Gavazol. And then we had a couple with the Dorvan High Sovereignty as well. I don't think we have any other major pacts, do we? Let me take a look. Is there no way to look at like our screen diplomatically? There we go. We're trading actively with the Arcitrex and the Dorvan Socialist States. We have a non-aggression pact with the Arcitrex and the Shatarian Manufacturing Biocorp. We've got a commercial pact with the Arcitrex, the Shatarians, and the state of Gavazol, both in the south. Defensive pact with the state of the Gavazol. Migration pacts with the Arcitrex, the Gavazol, and Shatarian Manufacturing Biocorp. Yeah, that's about it. We probably should do more diplomacy. But it's been a while since Teresa Torres and ran the show. So we've been kind of, you gotta remember, Evelyn Celine was a bit more of a hardliner with diplomacy, so we have not cultivated the relationships we had previously. Dominic Moreau is an admiral through and through. We're gonna give him that. Oh my god, we're 2 hours in. Guarded sovereignty has passed. What is going to be next on the agenda, most likely? Regulation facilitation by the slavers? Fuck. Okay, I'm going to read this this Galactic community proposal, but I want you to all just keep in mind the fact that the person proposing this is a slaver who owns millions of slaves. So just let's remember it's in that light. We should leave regulatory decisions to the experts. God damn it. Industry leaders are the best qualified to identify wasteful regulations that impede productivity. You know, like silly laws against slavery. Silly. Leave it to the experts. Our great official, Hyun Ok-na, has passed away at 113. While in service of our empire, the people clamor for a memorial service to honor her. Now, she certainly deserves one. She's been an anti-corruption campaigner since we first gave her the governorship of Earth, and she's done a fantastic job. She was, I think, wasn't she all the way back in Solomon III's administration at the beginning of the game? She's been around forever. We'll do a public festival for her. Damn, that sucks. She's very capable. You no longer have a head ambassador. See if there's any worthy replacements. Someone capable. Someone charismatic. Someone xenophilic. Not a lot of xenophiles around. Robert Rinsford Jr. is probably going to be one of our best picks here. Moreau, but we need him right now. Maybe after the war we could reconsider that. I look like probably Robert Renford. I'd rather have an official though. Anatoly Anderson. Rensford isn't really like a bureaucrat or a politician though, so he won't work out very well. Maybe Anderson. Maybe the Beak of Cocky. He wouldn't be the worst. Aludania actually, but they're authoritarian and we don't want any of that, so we'll look elsewhere. Yet again, we kind of have not a lot of very exceptionally qualified candidates for this position here. I mean, given we do want to start to build up more, what am I doing? Let's give it to Teresa Torres. If Evelyn Celine would never do it, but our current government, Mendez, would not be opposed at all. So yeah, let's make Teresa Torres our... Oh, she's head of research. What am I talking about? Ignore me. Anatoly Anderson. Yes, indeed. Anatoly Anderson will be promoted to our head ambassador for the UNE. He is a politician, so a little bit helpful, but not very.
Research complete.
Environmentalists are not going to like this. Wait, are the Preserve Republics fully robotic now? Which one? Reserve Republic? Cybernetic. No, not fully. They're cybernetic. Can we get as many sensor links as possible? If we can justify it in roleplay, like if we're friendly enough with them, sure, but I don't think that's something that just gets handed around. You're giving complete knowledge on an empire, right? Like, civilizations would not do that unless they were like basically allies, right? Communications, sure, fine. Sensor link, that's a very, very big ask. We're not just gonna give that away, and we're not gonna ask for that because in roleplay it makes no sense. It's got proto launches. Would be very useful. We basically have it. I think the Sabrithians already had it, would be my guess why we can get that so quickly. Rene Mutatus display psionic potential. Oh god, the regal house is becoming psionic as well. Well, that crashed our economy. Let's try and get a trade agreement with someone who wants those more. Oh, commercial pack with the dwarfs. We'll go for that. And then... oh, yes. Oh, yes. Alright, I feel like this is a little one-sided, I'm gonna be honest. But they really need rare crystals, apparently. And I am willing to abuse that. We'll give some extras, though. Just so this is semi-reasonable. I mean, they are very valuable, but still. Holy shit. They really need rare earth crystals, don't they? I am happy to take advantage of that. They sent in their fleet? Oh, that's a big fleet too. Okay, this battle just got way more important than I expected. I was not expecting them to send in the fleet like that. They have 58 corvettes, 21 destroyers, and 5 cruisers. Let's switch the music up here. Hold on. Pivot here. We need one more execution point. Oh, fuck off. We're having that thing again. Robert Rinsford Jr. just retired. A very capable scientist. He's done a lot for us as well.
Signature detected. Construction complete.
I think we should be all right. Our fleet is large enough. What's our total fleet power right now? Around 60. But it's very split, and we're concentrating all of our ships of the line on the space station. Which is not what we want here.
System probe complete.
We gotta knock that bitch out right now.
Research complete.
Save here. We've got proton torpedoes. We're gonna grab hyperspace slipstreams and get hyperdrive 3s. Get some more subspace speed here. Their transport fleet in? What the hell is the AI doing? It's distracting our shots, that's what they're doing. Grab Fortress Drockton. Constant vigilance is ingrained in the UNE consciousness. So long as our guard does not drop, our enemies will never be able to take us by surprise. That. That's what we got at the moment. The shields keep fucking regenerating. We are pretty strong, but so are those who remember. I mean, we're just fighting one of the other really strong powers in the galaxy. This is going to be closer than I would like. Oh fuck, they're rushing our ships to the line.
Research complete.
Go for Doctrine Interstellar Logistics. Grab that naval capacity bonus. We really need that. Yeah, they're rushing our ship line. Impenetrable border. Our next agenda we will open up for is going to be, I think, none of the others are warlike, so we'll go for mechanical motivators. The more of those we get, the stronger our economy becomes, and the war effort becomes easier. Star bases are so much stronger with the mods that there are in this mod pack. It's kind of crazy, actually. Wings of Orange was surprised to report that the object found on the site is one of our own supply shuttles. This particular shuttle had went off the grid a few months ago during a scheduled flight. The flight recorder in the cockpit contains a message from the pilot where he blames UNE society's lack of appreciation for him and President Antonio Mendez's conspiracy to persecute him as the main reason to steal and crash the shuttle. Fuck, they're gonna break off from taking down the starbase. That's not what we want here. Damage optimizations. Don't know why it keeps doing that. Maybe or one thing. Oop. Maybe it's you just can't change them in the battle. That would make sense. The Twackstar have gone even more cybernetic. The goal for the war is to free Twackstar, give them back their systems, and take around 5 systems of the those who remember, and generally just cut them. This is like a cut down to size war in Vic 3, would be what I would kind of compare this to. A militarist power that was dramatically expanding and needs to be shut down before it becomes a threat through this whole region of the galaxy, including us. And obviously to make sure that Arcitrex remain independent, because they were going to be vassalized. So the closer once we know we actually get this battle here. We gotta concentrate either on the station or on the fleet. Our forces are splitting everything. We've knocked out a lot of their crew, corvettes. Those are frigates, not destroyers. Yeah, well, we're gonna win, I think, as well, but it's already been pretty high losses across the board in every sector. Joshua Atkins, a local governor from New Alexandria, has impressed visiting UNE officials with his leadership abilities and good governance record. They have put his name forward to be given high responsibilities within the UNE governance structure. Absolutely. We need capable people right now. We'll send him to the home systems. We need a good governor on the Earth and its sector. He's very capable. Intellectual, unifier, and talented. Whoa. Very capable. Our battleships are taking pretty big losses here. I'm a little worried. Their shields are gone. Or not shields, armor. Can we build a science center? No, we can't. Yep. Rivers of Blue is wasteful. Could be worse. Cruisers are gone. Now they just have their frigates and their corvettes. They are getting reinforced though. Oh, look at that poor battleship that got isolated. He was coming to reinforce our fleet and they're just chasing him the fuck down. Look at that. Our frigates had to jump. Beak of Bronze got killed in combat. Fuck, we lost the commander. He wasn't bad either. Oh, this battle takes a heavy toll. Still haven't taken down that station either. Their closest fleet is in Bhutanit, though. We might be able to take AX-760 really fast. Yeah, we can. All right, I'm going to immediately jump for that as soon as we win this battle. Those who remember the dark are no longer guaranteeing the realm of the Marl Shoal. We lost a lot of naval capacity there. Oh, the pyramid crashes the game, doesn't it? No, okay. No, something did. It needs to be level 5, so we can't even do that yet. Could House Torres do it? No, she's level 4.
Research complete.
Oh no, I didn't see that. That's a big fleet. The Bulwark Station is getting hit right now by another fleet from the Sabrithians. Thankfully, that means that fleet is no longer defending their central core base, which we are going to go for after this, so this might be worth it. If this can hold long enough and can distract them and optimally even win this, thus will be a fatal play on their account. Torres has had a breakthrough. Beautiful. I think it can hold it, yeah. See you around, Leonard. Have a very good night, man. We seem to need shield damage. I think so, yeah. We just haven't had time to upgrade or change our designs here. I hope it holds it. Every time I think we have this in hand and we're in good position, their fleets just are come back and do something. We are taking a fucking beating. We need to reinforce, but we can't. Oh my gosh. Laszlo Takas, he can actually do the Crystal Pyramid. Let's send him there. Beautiful. We should be using lasers. Our coil guns are so far behind. fuck designed these? It was me, but who the fuck designed these? I needed to do this a long time ago. Is there not a close range? I thought there was a close range computer. There's only medium. Check out our somewhat close range. Got him. Also, we have a good number of these. Those are sniper torpedoes. That's what that is. Shield is what we need, so we don't need proton launchers anyway. We'll keep armor and torpedoes. Core guns are just so shit. No, armored torpedoes actually aren't long range. It's 0 to 30. Quantum missiles 0 to 100. So we have to use these. What we're trying to do, which is artillery. These are useless. So we don't have good enough fighters. Oh, yes. Particle lances. So these will be snipers, because the range on this is insane, right? 150. What's the range on these? 180. Or 80 rather. Straight up fucking sniper battleship. That's what this is gonna be. Bear with me, folks. I know it's taking a minute, but I should have done this a long time ago, and I just didn't think about upgrading things properly. I know that automatic upgrades are bad, and I still just forget to do them, so these will work a lot better. We need to get some picket ships for the next battle here. All right, we're gonna have to completely I'm gonna reorganize our fleet after these battles in the war. We need to get some upgrades here, but for now, we're rolling with what we got. We should check the scrappers for any new ships. True. That building for it? Battleship. Destroyer. That. All right, back to the battle. I want to get particle cannons for when we take down that next station too, so I may actually hold this hold for the upgrade, just so we don't flow away our fleet for no reason here. I don't think we'll need it right now. We lost a lot of ships in this battle yet again.
Military assets lost.
We're holding well though on the bulwark, it looks like. I don't think they'll be able to breach it with this fleet. So I know there is a way to look at like the ship compositions of enemy fleets, right? Does anyone know how to do that? Is it like due to the fact that we don't have a high enough intel level on them or something like that, perhaps? Should have been doing for a while now. Let's part of asset. They're not even breaking their shields at the station. No, they're not. They're not getting past the bulwark. Yeah, stations are so strong. She had to jump 2 of her cruisers. You need really high intel to see their ship design. Thank you. I appreciate that. We gotta rebuild the fleet. We got it! Oh, let's go. Galactic market established in Sol. Our marketing campaign on Earth has borne fruit, and the market powers that be have seen fit to centralize much of their activity within the Sol system, which has become the galactic market hub for the galaxy. Hell yeah. Now, I have a mod on that makes this even harder to get, so that's really lucky. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Do you get a building for that? I forget. There's like some sort of bonus you get from it. I'm trying to remember what it is. Maybe not. Very nice though. We get a trade bonus, I know that, and then obviously the market cost reduction, which is amazing. I thought there was. There was a building or something like that. Oh god, this is coming down to the line. I don't know. So fucking close. It's these stations. We gotta get battleships with particle lances to take them down. That's what we gotta do here. I don't know if we win this. And I don't really want to lose all our battleships. Are we gonna have to jump away again? In a recent battle, lack of a high command presence, because all our commanders are dead, allowed lower commanders to distinguish themselves. Hound X, Nanzine, Sultana, Sheik, pick up the responsibility. We will hire them absolutely. Have you read any of the lore of the new empires we found from the Galactic community? I have, yes. I have. How are our battleships looking here? 6 have surrendered. Why the fuck are they surrendering? We only have 3 battleships left in the fight. Fuck. Alright, we need a lot of alloys. We need them quickly. Let's start trading with our trading partners for them and build up the fleets again. They're not getting past our border, that's for sure. And I upgraded all of our ships, so they're going to be way higher quality now. We have no alloys, okay. Who has alloys and is willing to trade with us? Really no one. Much of anything, do they? Okay, that is not optimal. I wouldn't think they'd have much of this, but we'll give it a shot. Going through our list of potential trade partners here. We might be a little fucked on actual getting alloys here. Oh? Oh? Oh, okay. What do you want? Anything in particular that you need? We are happy to oblige here. Food? Okay. Kind of. Kind of. We'll give you everything you want. They drive a hard bargain, Jesus. All right. $4,000 alloys from the Preserver Republic for all our rare crystals, all our food, and almost all our minerals. Worth it. Let's do it. Woo! In-game as well will merely be every single species getting utopia abundance in-game. Well, if they're not locked in giant wars, perhaps. We have 5,000 alloys. Let's start building up a fleet on Sol. See what we're actually getting back from this battle. We are going to get 6 of our battleships back. 4 years. Jesus. We get 1 battleship back in 2 years. We get 3 cruisers back in close to 4 years. You haven't retreated yet. We get 20 corvettes back in 3 years. We did slaughter their fleet on Lenil though, so we did win that conflict at least. So we're not going to build battleships because we're going to have those coming back. So we need to build up another proper corvette fleet, and then probably a bunch of cruisers, I would say. I'm gonna build. Take a moment. I need to not rush this. I tend to rush with like building ships whenever I play Stellaris, and sometimes you really just gotta think about your composition. We need coil guns to destroy their shields, which we can barely damage, but we only have level 2. Maybe energy siphons? Missiles are useful for shield penetration, but that's... We need better coil gun tech. Yeah, I'm gonna switch real quick. We need to get that. Simple as that. What do you say about the UNE assembly vote? Our president has decided to introduce a utopian abundant acts for a radical increased consumer group for locally published. We don't have the resources for that. I'll put it up to a vote, but keep in mind we would not have the resources for that. So it would probably result in an economic collapse, but I will throw in a poll. There are elements in Parliament proposing it. And while I do that vote, I'm going to go to the bathroom. A bit of a longer one here. I'll be back in just a moment. Then we can rebuild our fleet, figure out what we're doing, and prepare for what will hopefully be our final offensive to win this war. I think if this next fleet offensive doesn't work, we're probably going to sue for peace regardless. So this is kind of our last big go of it. I'll be back in just a moment. Right, I'm back. It is rejected. We will not be instituting more resources for the common people in the middle of the war. We have received multiple reports of a global catastrophe on planet Melibek, which is part of the Aurelian Kingdom Empire. While we know nothing about the nature of the cataclysm, reliable sources indicate that the population is panicking. A large wave of refugees is expected. They get their world cracked or something? What is going on? Okay, so we're gonna build up. I think probably we build up a bunch of missile boats or corvettes. The tickets are kind of better though, aren't they? We'll do pickets so we get disruptors. We'll build a fuck ton of those. Start off. What was that? No, not that. What the fuck is going on? Why is this not working? Do 60 picket ship corvettes. Then we'll do Glasgow. We'll make missile boats next, which is Sun Tzu class. And then for destroyers, go for just like some gunships. I think we'll build some Archons. And then we'll build cruisers as well. We'll build Vasa cruisers. And we'll build, this will be our, what's one of those? Maybe a little bit more actually. Cool. See how far that gets us. Elections coming up? Yes, indeed they are. We will see who runs. It'll be probably Mendez. I don't know who else will run. We'll look at the candidates when it happens and go from there. We need to pull back from the front lines given recent events. I'm also going to embark our new armies. Can we? Alrighty, so the fleet had to retreat out of that battle. We'll get it back, but it will take years, so we need to build up another fleet in the meantime. Just basically, we keep taking and handing back over these couple systems while taking tremendous losses on both sides. We're going to build up the largest fleet we've ever built, and this is our last offensive. So either this is successful, or we are going to try and treat east with the those who remember, and try and get a white piece or something either a little bit minor for either one of us, really. We'll have to look at that at the moment. See how the kind of situation is.
Construction complete.
Let's take a look into the economy a little bit while we have a moment here. I mean, we can't do much militarily at the moment at all, in any way, shape, or form. So we can't really take new systems without utilizing our fleet for that. And actually, we can do one. We'll take Ikeri Station. And then terraforming, we don't have the resources for at all. Let's look at buildings. Just not happening. Nova could use some more jobs. We'll build another industrial district there. Luna Station, we will build
Fleet signature detected.
another storage shipping yard district. Vegas. I already built one. We'll build a Ministry of Production on New Vegas. Sanctuary, we'll build another city. We're running out of housing there very quickly. Zimja. You'll already know what we are going to build there. I would hope. It should be pretty obvious. If you guessed exotic gas refineries, you were correct. New Alexandria is fine on jobs. Nyland is fine on jobs. We're good. We need more planets, but we gotta terraform. So we gotta get this war done so we can work on that. Easier said than done. Let's get you the fuck out of there as well. I just realized. And the battleship we will combine with the rest of our battleships when we get them back from last minute retreat. Aurelians are going psionic too. Wow. There's a really big divide, stark divide starting to appear between robotically inclined civilizations and the psionic ones. Our research post at KE-595-2 investigating the Starship Graveyard reports an unusual find among the wrecks. An almost intact warship of a number of interesting features. They're requesting a science ship to investigate the wreck. We will do that, absolutely. Gotta be someone with something to do here. We will recruit another scientist. We'll go Hima Salku. Another non-human scientist.
System probe complete.
Go on that. A trade station would make a lot of sense somewhere. There's 2 trade value for each trade hub. Wow, that's really good. Galactic Trading Company's tech. System trade value, increases system trade value by 1% for each trading hub. We really want those over planets, don't we? And Earth in particular. We need to move our main shipyard off of Earth at this point, don't we? Especially given how strategically dangerous it is. Because we've got the transit network now. You know that would make a great shipyard place? Like for our fleet? Kantith. It's out of the way, it's in a central location, and it could be immediately added to the hyper network, hyper highways. Yep. Fleet Academy, 2 shipyards, and then we're gonna upgrade it when we can. We don't have the alloys to be throwing away on that right now, but after this war and into the future, we're gonna move the main shipyard for the UNE fleet to probably Kantith. And then we're gonna turn the space station above Sol into a trading hub, given we are now the center of the Galactic Exchange. I think that'd be smart. Plus we can evacuate the other species there easier when time comes. Upgrade the shipyard. True. K-class star study. Just as expected, the radiation spectrum of the star is very conductive to oxygen, carbon, life similar to us. The zone of perfect planetary conditions is wide. We should look for these stars in the future as they tend to have the highest potential for having colonizable planets. Star study is completed. We finished our studies of different types of stars. The data collected as well as the images captured by our researchers gave us all a new appreciation for the lights that shine in the vast darkness of space. We've instructed our preachers to share the insight to our general population. Happiness at the right moment. We definitely need it right now. Oh. After researching the pyramid underneath AO 580 VA's surface, Laszlo Takas has issued a report on the device's nature. It is made of a material unlike anything our team has ever seen, and it has resisted all attempts to even slightly damage its surface. There appears to be no pattern to the waves emitted by the pyramid, yet the high energy and varying wavelengths is proving to be a great source of data for our scientists. While there is no end to the philosophical debate created by the strange object, the real value appears to be able to study it further. That's a shame. I was hoping we'd get something better off of that. We're really just gonna like study the crystal pyramid and not do anything else. That's all right. Democracy in action, election season, ladies and gentlemen. What's the year? 2301. We have, running for re-election, Antonia Mendez, our immortal scientist leader who has guided us after the death of Ozzy Rocks into a somewhat stable position that we have lost two of the most important battles of the war under her command, which, you know, people would be aware of. So she's a very mixed bag. A lot of good reasons to still vote for her, but it'd be very easy to not have faith. House Torres will be running for re-election. Throw a commander of some sort in there. We could do like a McClellan style race here where we have one of our like disenfranchised commanders run against the leader of the union to try and do things better. Are any of them politicians? If they are, I'll get them to run. If not, I won't. None of them are really politicians. They're not real cowards like McClellan either. But yeah, okay, that'll be it. I'm just gonna do 3 of them. And I'll do Alodania as well. Because I think the Yeznan would always have someone running. So we have Antonio Mendez with our main racing competitor, Teresa Torres. And then yet again, we have the wild card, Aludania, who is a Yeznani, retired commander genius. Poll is up. Elections are a go. Aludania will be the military one. He's technically a scientist, but apparently he's a retired fleet officer for the Yeznan, so... Living metal farm. Whoa. Orbital rings would be so nice, but we need military stuff. Probably autocannons, I'd say. Yeah, shield damage. We need that so bad. We'll do autocannons.
System probe complete.
You can build armies on stations from planets in the region. That's really cool to know that. Go for military applications. Not yet. We'll do peaceful again. We'll do military in the future. And we'll go for research gain again, or experience gain rather, for our leaders. House Torres has been around for 1,200 years now. It's been so long. Yeah, the current administration is solid. Like, I mean, I don't know, I think it'd be a tough race. I mean, Teresa Torres would be fairly popular. She was president before. Very strong economically, which a lot of people would care about right now, but is she the person to lead the UNE during a war like this? Maybe. That'd be the question. Intercultural exchange. I always support that.
Station under attack.
How long do we have on our fleets getting back? 3 years. So expensive. How's the poll looking? Oh, it's close. Oh, Antonio Mendez with 9 votes, Teresa Torres with 8, and Aludania 2. Aludania potentially the Yaznani spoiler for the election. Antonio Mendez will win re-election. We're gonna keep the boat steady with the current leadership we have. Alrighty. Oh, it's close.
Research complete.
See if we can get more off the salvagers as well. We can. We bought all their ships again. What would a master salvager do? A level 5 scientist. We don't really need scientists much anymore though, do we? What about salvage works? Enables the salvage works starbase building, reducing upkeep and speeding up repairs on dock ships. That we want. That we absolutely want. Salvage works. There it is. Requires a salvager enclave in the system. What system are they in? I thought we had them in one of our systems, or did we not? Check this easier. No, we'd have to get a station over their system, which we can't because of Sigi being taken. Fucking Empire of the Dying Sun screwed us over so hard there. Do advanced combat rolls. But the slimmest of popularity, the current administration holds office. I think there'd be a good deal of discontent with like the way the war's gone and with the UNE's planets and economy and everything else just being left on the wayside. I think military strategists, you know, the leadership and certain parts of the UNE would still agree with this war, but it would be fairly unpopular at this point, which is why, like I said, we have one last offensive and it's make or break. They also have a pretty big fleets here they're building up again. Buy from the scrappers? We already did. Destroyers. A little over 2 years. We can fire the replicator again, but it's kind of not worth it at the moment, really. Now that is worth it. I'll fire that right now. Nazus Demeter, the archivist, has intercepted a strange message. Distorted by static, the message has reverberated between the stars for millennia. It contains a greeting from an alien civilization, as well as the precise location of their homeworld. The species has been extinct for quite some time, but there may still be important remnants and ancient knowledge to uncover on their homeworld. We are absolutely going to do that. Fraud 8. Where's that? Under the ice. Well, we'll send him to do it. He found it. Fraud, okay. Any assigned ships nearby? Not really. And that's outside of our jump network too, so it'll take him quite a while to get there. I'm sure we have governors for our sectors too. I always forget to do that. Here we do. This time we will actually do our upgrades. Corvettes are so expensive. That's the thing about ships in Stellaris, at least in the early to mid game, I always find, is like when you build up a fleet, it doesn't feel as expensive as it actually is. I kind of wish you could hover over a fleet of ships and like see how much alloys it costs to actually build like the whole fleet. Can you actually do that? I've never tried that. No, not really. Because it's a lot. And I know sometimes I look at my fleet and I think that it is like cheaper to get back than it actually is, and I'll let it fight riskier engagements when really I should not. Bit of a dangerous thing to do. All right, we have a vote on the Senate floor for the readied shield. That we want, because we want that power from a very large navy, given we have one of the largest in the galaxy, I believe, right now. Let's look. Fleet power, 1600. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. The Empire of the Dying Sun has double the fleet power. No. A good amount is from supremacists. The Empire of the Dying Sun does have a bigger fleet, though. We have a big fleet. It's not the largest, though. Aludania, we will make into a statistician. House Torres is stuck. I'm going to disband that so she doesn't get murdered. Empire chicken for the Slagark. All right. The Gark? This is a counterproductive war anyway. Most are, to be fair. It was for good reasons, though, because if we hadn't interceded here and stopped this from happening, the Arcitrex would also have been vassalized by those who remember, and then we'd have a military power next to us that we could not contend for probably the rest of the game unless we'd like science meted or something, right? So we're not gonna get very seeable results with it, but it was never about that. It was about preventing a hegemonic military power to crop up right next to us. But for that reason that you're saying, I also agree that it wouldn't be the most popular. What was I doing? Slagark you wanted to look at, right? Let's forget the commands for Stellaris. What's the one to like see other empires' tags? Debug tooltip. Then it's the arc. There you are. It's just tag, I think, right? Tag 21. The Gark. They have cloaking technology. They're not very big or very powerful, from the looks of things. Not very good fleets. Are they in a war right now? No. I don't think so. Well, they are. They're at war with the Bliss and the Oak Veroth. Guild War. AI and then a Megacorp. That's why they don't have much of a fleet out. Excuse me, would imagine. A lot of resources though. They have huge stockpiles, that's for sure. Very, 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 very good leader. And allergies. They have only one planet? That can't be right. Do they only have one planet? They only have one planet. That's weird. I wonder if that was a bug or something for the AI. To be fair, one planet will make their tech absolutely crazy. Yep. Ish. They've got a lot of systems and then just literally only the Serpent's Eye with 75 pops on it. Huh. Well, there's your check-in. That is what they are up to right now. Did those AI have ethics? I think they did. So. Yes, they did. Divine AI. It's like AI ruling over necroids. Whoa, that's weird. Mildly terrifying. Huh. They're doing the one planet challenge. Apparently so. You know, it has some upsides. I did it once in Stellaris way back in the day. In early Stellaris, I think like the 4th year the game was out, I did a one planet game. And it was one of my favorite games because I got to in-game tech way before I had any business doing so. It was kind of ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. I was so strong. Early game was horrible. I was just bullied by everyone around me. But I found another species who I allied with, and then just built up my tech and metagame the fuck out of that. And then it got just like ridiculous. Very fun game though. All right, now we're just waiting. Gotta figure out the energy crisis though.
Research complete.
There's a slave market now. We need to be buying people off the slave market. I didn't even think about that. Holy shit. We can't justify it at the moment. We're in the middle of a war. We'll do it after if we can. Yeah, because we've got slavers in this galaxy. Notably the Gark. But there are, I think, others too. Just do some of the small ones and hopefully get some better text that we need here. We almost have cannons. I want to probably put those on a build or something here that we're about to research. Why are we financing slavery? Financing slavery. I mean, they're not gonna be slaves when they get here, obviously. We would be buying them, and then we need workers, right? Like all of our planets need workers, and we get some from immigration, but we need more workers. So we'll be just literally buying them, and you know, all species have full citizen rights in the UNE system. So more workers. That's what that is. Yeah, literally John Brown. Well, that would involve us going and fucking up their leaders, which I'm not opposed to, but they're very far away, and we are already barely surviving this war. Would militarism be on the rise along with those who hate against those who remember? Maybe. I mean, we already had like that big wave of militarism, right, with Evelyn, Celine, and then the Yes Nones joining, but tough to say. I mean, it could, given like the state of war that we're in, but also could be reduced due to like how poorly we've been doing. So tough to say. I don't know. It looks like some uncaring civilization has used AW1462 as a dumping ground for its toxic waste. Billions of tons of radioactive, caustic, and toxic metals and chemicals have been dumped, spread across the surface of the world. Most of the dumping must have been done from orbit for it to have been so spread out. Cleaning this up seems like an impossible task. Yeah, the slavers will get it, but I mean, people are so valuable. I've said this before, I think on stream. This is a very deep held opinion of mine. If you don't actively want more people in your nation, civilization, town, or state of any sort, any organized entity, right? If you don't want more people, you're a failed state. Change my mind. If you can't utilize intelligent creatures to benefit, you're not being run properly. It's a failed state in some way, right? It's useful, unless they're just like, you know, so radically, their ideology is so radically different and dangerous that it's a problem, right? Then it gets iffy. But any like semi-reasonable, intelligent creature, you don't want those in your polity. You're a failed state. Simple as that. All right, she's got some points. Let's do some stuff with her. We'll keep going down science route. She's kind of had to adapt, obviously, to the war situation. So maybe we'll do like one thing in fire rate. Let's see, what else do we have? Weapons damage. Not very useful, is it? Ship upkeep reduction, that's useful. Build speed. Oh, that's so broken. I forgot that was a thing. We're taking that right now. We'll take that. Ships missing in action time reduced. And then we're going to increase our inspiration level as well. There we go. Hopefully they'll get back a little quicker now. Yeah, 2 years. Pump traits also affect their price. Yeah, some are more useful. John Silva retired, Emperor. She didn't die. She retired at the start of the war. She was like, no, I'm good. I'm calling it. You could do a run where you breed slaves with certain traits to sell them. You could. If you don't know this, but when I play Millennium Dawn and then a new update, my power does not work. I'm not too sure. Go into the Millennium Dawn Discord and ask questions there would be my recommendation. They'll help you out with those sorts of things, King of Glory. They have a whole channel in the Millennium Dawn Discord to answer those sorts of things. We are not going to wipe peace until we do one more offensive. I think our people would definitely want that. I don't mind if things are detrimental on like the grand scale of things. I mean, like we started this war for a good reason. I think our current leadership, according to the president, may not even be a huge supporter for it. But it's one of those things like, you know, we've gone too deep kind of situation, right? And given that our military and our current government knows that our, you know, technologies, our war technologies have been increased, we can probably do one more push. And there would still be a lot of leadership level desire, I think, to stop what is about to happen. Because if we exit this war, the Arcitrex are fighting them alone, and they are most likely gonna be vassalized by those who remember, which will dramatically increase their power. They will be scarier than they are now. So, nope, one more push. Do flak cannons. Hell yeah. Now she's got a cocktail chilling on in the vineyards of Terra Nova. She's vibing. They can't conquer the other empire now. Are they not at war? They are at war, so they could. Do we have any other threats that could possibly be a harm to us? Yes, the Empire of the Dying Sun. They're very strong and they took Sigi Station and they could warp into our territory, and they're not the most friendly. So I would consider them to be a pretty big threat. The much larger ones though are the Purifiers. The Chosen, and then there's another one somewhere over here. Yeah, Salvation Protocol. So those are both very dangerous, particularly these guys. So after this war, we may be in some more pretty quickly here. Okay, studies. Series of laboratories dedicated to the studies of technological applications of artifacts Retrieved from elder empires. That's really cool. But we're going to get a command matrix, because that will give us a ship fire rate bonus for all of our ships. Did we at least fuck up their fleet numbers? We destroyed so many of their ships, just like they've destroyed so many of ours. Am I gonna unify the galaxy? Fuck no, absolutely not. Nope, we're gonna just play it out towards like the in-game portion and see what happens with a crisis, and then we'll get to an interesting point and probably end. I have no desire to do a world conquest, and I don't think it would fit the UNE. I don't see them getting to any point where it would be remotely viable, unless we just get some like Eldritch Horror event, you know, where we all turn into purifiers. Not much to be done on any of our worlds. We'll build another city on Igni. Yeah. We need to expand. We need to terraform, but can't do that yet. A short list of targets has been drawn up, and those operatives who are no longer tasked with surveillance will provide cover. We're trying to pick up our second asset here so we can do some more aggressive things. Even if we, in this war, we probably want to like destabilize them from inside, which is what our espionage network is going to be doing. So laying the groundwork for that. I don't suppose, let me look at something. I don't suppose you have any interest in raiding, do you? Already raiding. You know, I played Stellaris once. I don't know what the fuck is going on though. Yeah, it's a little hard to get used to. I mean, the obvious parts are there. There's fleets, there's planets, there's the economy, there's your, you know, geopolitical situation with other civilizations and nations. Instead of, you know, tiles, territory, you got planets and sectors. You move between star jumps, things like that. You got leaders, you've got factions, you've got your internal politics. I mean, all the basic concepts are similar to any other strategy game. It's just, you know, there's a lot, and it takes some adjusting. Wings of Orange, we are going to make a scholar. Yeah, Stellaris is not the most beginner friendly. And much like all the Paradox games, they never went out of their way to make good tutorials. There's some solid ones on YouTube, but like, it's a little rough to get into. Where's the mid-game crisis? We're not in mid-game. Mid-game will be in 2400. Or 2350, I think is when it is. Something like that. 50 years or so, 50 to 100. Look at that battleship get over there. That's weird. A little over a year. We don't need much of our science ship fleet anymore. The galaxy's been pretty much explored by everyone at this point. And we are all out of interesting research projects in our own borders. That energy deficit is getting a little iffy there. We discover an L-gate inside. You've been rivaled by the realm of Marl Shoal. Oh, we already were. They are in Sirius. It's a very small fleet, though, which we could... They have no way they'll even touch our station. That'd be a suicide run. Yep, stalemate, 100%. We're building up our last big fleet. It'll be our last big push here. And we're waiting for our fleets to get back after we failed to take their station in battle. Also do not have enough exotic gases.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
That is copyrighted. Let's not play that. Yeah, the cost of this war is pretty insane. We are technically winning.
Fleet signature detected.
Forgetting if this gets blown up, he gets destroyed. So I'm gonna try and avoid that again. Let's send that home. Metaboki refugees arrive. A flotilla of civilian transports carrying Metaboki, which are Boki who have psionic abilities now, from the Boki warrior clans has arrived in our space. They've been allowed to settle on Earth. These unfortunate outcasts have been forcefully expelled from their homes by the Metaboki authorities. Been traveling from system to system since then in a desperate attempt to find new homes. What's going on with a Boki? Huh. He got pushed out for some reason. Yeah, you're right. 21,000. Millennial will hold. They're not getting through that. I will upgrade it though. Security Council, we will support because we are going to be on it. Especially if we send. We're good? Yeah, we're good.
Spaceborne life forms encountered.
Osiris. Oh. The Boki are no more a unified world than Earth, something more akin to the H area, I would imagine. Those refugees were probably from some inner clan conflict. Yeah, that would make sense, actually. The Purifier War, See if it's even still going. Yeah, it's over. I don't know who won, but the Chosen look like their borders got a little bit bigger, potentially. Short answer is no one, from the looks of things. Neither one lost dramatically. Which is probably what this war may end up being here.
Ships upgraded.
All right, the Arcitrex are sending their fleets now.
Research complete.
Advanced combat rules, that is really big. Pick up neutron launchers. Oh, that'll take fucking forever, though. A 0-point reactor. They're not combined? What the hell? Is this like a unique ship or something like that? No, merging. Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna launch the operation, try and extract an operative off of the Cabrithians. And we got one. A Remember rebel who is a hacker. Beautiful. Now we can start to do some more aggressive missions towards them here. House Torres has got an upgrade. To make her an Inquisitor. Very intelligent. Level 5 now, leader 2. Come on, YouTube. You can play music. I believe in you. And then the Warform has an upgrade. Whoa. Guidance system focus, explosive fire rate, and weapon damage increase. Yes. I think. Yes, absolutely. We'll take that. That is huge. That is huge mongus. All right, half a year. Reorganize the fleet. We're gonna get as much as we can. I just don't know if we have the economy to even do like a big proper push that we need here, but we're gonna have to give it a shot. Yeah, I really wish Stellaris had a better organization system for fleets. I know a lot of people don't like it because they don't understand how it works, but the Hoi 4 fleet system for like actual Navy is so well done. I know a lot of people don't like it, but once you learn it and you know how to utilize it, it's so convenient. And I kind of wish Stellaris would just knock it off, honestly. Because compared to doing this, which is just the right-click bullshit, you know? Which is fun, but be a bit of a pain in the ass. I think the other humans are biased due to there being a similar kid in the Diplo. And this war has gone on for a while. How long has it gone on for now? It'll tell us, doesn't it? There's a way to tell. God, we are lagging. There's gotta be a way to, I know there is, because I've looked at this before in Stellaris, I thought. Does anyone know how to see how long a war has gone on for? Maybe. Yeah, 2284. Jesus Christ, it's gone on for 20 years. Yeah, we should probably sign the peace treaty then. That's longer than I thought it was. It's 20 years. Yeah. There'd be no war support left at this point, would there? Not after 2 giant fleet losses like we had. Yeah, as a generation. We don't have any planets occupied right now. We have one of theirs occupied, but none of ours are occupied by the Cabrithians. All right, I think roleplay wise, we're gonna broker a peace here. We would get nothing, but they couldn't really demand anything from us. Actually, we don't. Yeah, no one owns anyone's worlds. We own like one of their systems. They've got a fleet in ours, but they know that we can take it back immediately. So let's we'll say roleplay wise then that we at this point would have sent ambassadors, obviously, to those who remember. They're an honor-bound culture. They're very tough, but they've lost lots of fleets, right? And they're still in a war of the Arcitrex right now. I don't think either of those sides could do very well. Have they occupied their worlds? They have a couple of them, yeah. So, serious? Oh yeah, you're right. But the way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna like white piece it. So I'll just go in and edit it. We are at 4 hours as well, and I am gonna stop today because I want to do some other things this evening. So this is a good place to stop a whole session of nothing but war here. But in the end, we did not get what we wanted. So I think in the end, this war would be probably pretty disliked by most people, especially in future generations. It'd be seen, especially in the next election, but I mean, Evelyn Selene is dead, right? As pointless. I think objectively, we fought this reason for the right reasons, and we kind of got what we wanted. They were not able, or hopefully they're not going to be able, to vassalize and take the Arcitrex. It would have been really nice to free the Twakstar just so we have another kind of balancing force in the region, but I mean, at this point, we know that we can build up our citadels to hold them, so we have that going for us, but we did, to a degree, delay them from just dramatically conquering the region. But the price has been so high. That's 20 years of war, resources not going into the economy and into building new worlds, expanding humanity into the stars, so the cost has been heavy. But again, it's not our current, leader's fault. Antonio Mendez was handed this situation, so was Ozzy Rocks, so it's kind of not on them. So it's going to be really interesting to see where we'll go from here. Let's look at the faction popularity really quickly, too. Yeah, most still in full enfranchisement and the Suffrage Watch as well. Good amount in the Crimson Warrior Lodge, though. They do have a good chunk. Sacred traditions. There's no longer a Yaznani freedom block either, so the Yaznani are, I guess, semi-incorporated at this point. I mean, they did have a president of the UNE at this point, so it's not like their species isn't well-respected and having high levels of power, so. Can we do the, yeah, we'll do the last vote. We'll do the vote for Federation. And then we'll call it a day. UNE Parliament. Federation. So this is with the Gavazol, just a reminder, because he has to do this poll at the start today, and I will do it now because we are ending the war. It'd be a federation with the state of the Gavazol. They have been very friendly with us the whole time. They're pretty large, pretty strong. Their fleet's very weak. Their science is very weak, but they've got a good economy, a lot of worlds, and they have been very supportive and friendly. So our last poll of the day. I'll make it a quick one too. This will just be 2 minutes long, so make sure you vote if you are here. And then we will call it. So I want to go make some dinner. I'm very hungry. Oh, forgot how tough Stellaris wars are and how long they drag out. I mean, a big part of that is obviously like the sublight speed, right? That's a big reason these wars are so slow, but it's got the aspects of Navy I really like from Hoi 4, which is that you got to build up and you got to engage right, and then everything comes down to those big battles. You can recover better than Hoi 4 Navy and Stellaris, but it's a similar concept, right? If you don't build your fleet right, if you don't engage correctly, and you lose the battle, it's pretty catastrophic. And we had 2 of those. Ladies and gentlemen, we had 1 last session and 1 today, so hell yeah. Yeah, the Gavazul. The Pharma Corp, we didn't invite them, but we don't know if they'd join. They probably, yeah, they would. So it would be with Shatarian Manufacturing Biocorp, and then it would be with the State of the Gavazul, who does have a human president. So, I mean, Prime Minister. I apologize. Don't want to piss off any Europeans here today. It'd be, you know, we're all very friendly. Migration packs, you know, commercial packs, all the usual migration packs. So, all very friendly. It makes sense. But a federation is a very big diplomatic step, right? I mean, we're making a political bloc in the region. If you say yes, I'll do 1 other poll too. We'll do a poll for the Federation type. Actually, no, we'll do that at the start of next session. It'll be a good thing to start off the game with for the day. A lot of fun. What's the poll at? Overwhelmingly yes. Okay, so we don't even need to let that go. We will be forming a federation. We will be making peace with those who remember. We will be siphoning any extra allies we can to give the Arcitrex more ships to hold. And then we will look into the future without war starting next session. So, alrighty folks, hope you enjoyed the stream. That was wild, very intense. I thought we'd do worse, and then I thought we were going to do better. So a lot of very quickly changing emotions during this war and this game today. So, all right, is there anyone to raid before I end? Nah, not really. All right, we're in here for the day, everyone. I will be back next Saturday. We are streaming more then. We will be not starting off in a war after a catastrophic battle, so that'll be better. We'll look to do some more terraforming, colonize some more worlds, start to look back into science and building up the economy, and then diplomacy, not warlike kind with our neighbors, as well as the other members of the galaxy, of which we are now very connected. Have a good night, have a good week. Hope you all aren't too stressed and that your spring is going well, and I will check you later.